in a world of remakes and remasters.
Are we playing for
What was once sacred and cool has now soured and become lame.
Red?
Gone are the days of Pogs and Cowabunga. Now is the reign of slurp juice and dabs. Kids these days don't even know how bad they've got it. Now it's up to the best generation to rise to the occasion and make a show that dares to go where a lot of other nerdy shows have already gone quite a bit. That's right. They're going to talk about it a lot.
Hello, everyone, and oh, what is that? Echo? Is that an echo? What was that?
It's probably me.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. This is Best Gen, where nerds complain about nerdy things, and it's called Best Gen because all of us on the panel are más o menos from the same generation. We happen to think that it's the best one. That's why it's called Best Gen, but not because we're better than you, but our movies certainly were. So strap on in and prepare to wax nostalgic as we reminisce upon the days of yore while simultaneously complaining about the utter filth that Hollywood keeps churning out of its sludge pipes on a daily basis. How is everybody doing tonight? David and I are wearing the same shirt, even though I showed up to his daughter's birthday party, and he looked at me, and I'm like, well, I can't change. You're at your house. Didn't change then, and still decided to not do anything about it. So, Dave,
bigger things to worry about today.
Bigger things to worry about. Yeah, a little bit. It was kind of a hectic day. Sorry, we had to push the show back 1 hour. It was an act of God. So we're the insurance won't pay for it. But we got Bearded in the chat. We're joined by Albelio, so it's going to be a long show because he fights me on everything. And Charles.
Thank you.
I don't. Dark. No, not your. This is Dark Jared's here. Regular Jared, I believe, said he won't be showing up, and we'll see.
I call him Jared Light.
We'll just have to see if the Angry Mexa.
Have you seen him? He's not light.
To deign us with his presence.
I think he said he's camping, so I don't think he'll be here.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Thirsty because you proved yourself stronger than a socialist?
I did. You guys saw my video?
That was good.
That was good, right? I could have done more reps too, but I was like, 10. That's a round number. We'll stop here. All right, we got some wonderful people in the chat. That's me. We're gonna be late today. Jared's been here. Self-help. I've been waiting in this. So I see David was trying to shift the narrative and pretending like I'm the one who made us late. I was towing your car, David.
Yep. It's my fault we're late.
I thought that Martina's comment was the better one.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, there's more.
We got Fadion in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we're an hour late. Joshua Templeton's in the chat. Any luck in 360 search? What is?
I'm guessing he's looking for a 360. Yeah.
What is? Be more specific, Fadion.
Xbox.
I think he's talking to Josh.
Oh, okay.
There's
sheesh. What can? You're so funny. You're so funny, Martina. Oh,
Yep.
we love you so much.
Good.
Okay. Xbox 360. Got it. Yeah. Terminalist is another hit from Grifter. I haven't finished watching it because I was gonna watch the last episode before the show, after your daughter's birthday party.
Oh no, something.
I just
You
did
even
it
had a
all
whole extra
afternoon.
hour to do it afterwards.
Could have watched
but
it
yeah,
while you were towing him.
I watched 1.5
No.
episodes. I could have watched. No.
The thing about that is,
okay. So the tow rope, the only tow rope I had, I realized I hadn't ever had to use it before. It's really short.
it was like 4 feet long.
Aggressively short. I'm like,
It's
I need to
very
buy a new tow rope, because that was an hour-long drive, an hour-long tow, because we had to go so slow, and tailgating me
car
the
was so
whole
close to
time.
me, I could not see the stoplights until we were right there.
It's
So we
funny
had to
though.
be on the phone with Joe the whole time. Like, okay, there's a red light coming up. Start braking, because the guy in the back has got to be the one that brakes.
It was funny though, because we have
Oh.
the exact same make and model of car, so it did look like they were mating, but no, that makes me the girl, so I'm uncomfortable with that. Let's see. Oh, that's me. We got Jared in the chat. We got William. Let's go.
Should
Yeah, it's about
immediately
time.
Photoshop the two of you guys' faces on Brokeback Mountain.
Oh no!
Don't do that, chat.
Guess
Oh,
we do
boy.
realize
That's the
sheep.
best way to get them to do it, right? Is to tell them not to.
So I very brief. I had everything else set up. What's stupid? You can't change you can't edit an upcoming live stream through your phone. You can't do it through YouTube Studio, which is really stupid. And then I try and go through YouTube, and it sends you to YouTube Studio. And I opened it up through a browser. Tried, show
there's
desktop site, and it'll still send you to YouTube
Yeah,
Studio.
There's a
the only
couple weird
thing
things
you were
where-
able to do is like delete it, because I ran into that issue like a couple months ago. I accidentally I posted the wrong time, so it went live like an hour or two before. I was like, oh crap, there's like 10 people waiting. Where the hell is this idiot? I was like, nope, sorry guys, my bad. I have to like delete the stream and restart it because the YouTube app sucks.
Yeah.
It's really incompetent. Like, there was something basic I was trying to edit my channel information or something, and you'd think you'd be able to do that on the app that's made for managing your YouTube account, and it's like, nope, you can't do this on the app.
What's
do it on
crazy
your
is
desktop. Like,
there was one specific thing, I can't remember what it was because it was a long time ago, that you can only edit through YouTube Studio on your phone. It's
Really?
inaccessible on desktop.
that's weird.
It's retarded.
Yeah.
It's a stupid feature, like you don't need to use, but like I needed it like one time for like, I don't know, because
Yeah.
really, really stupid. So, I pulled up all of the news. Haven't organized it at all. There wasn't a lot of news this week.
I did forget to send you something because I saw it today.
All right, if you send it
I hadn't had
now,
time
put
to
it in the
read it a
private
lot.
chat. Don't send it an email because I will not be looking at my emails.
Yeah.
Sure.
Last night, apparently, everyone thought Donald Trump died. That was weird. I was on
What?
I was
I
on
missed
X,
that.
and everyone was posting, "Oh, Donald Trump is dead." I was like,
I
"This
missed that.
is dumb." Yeah, so that's not news, but none of this is ordered at all.
Yes.
The rehearsal may have actually helped find a solution to pilots' mental health issues. After all, yeah. I didn't read
That's
this,
awesome.
but I'd heard that they were actually making changes
Yeah. I skimmed through it.
because of
Basically,
Nathan Fielder.
the show got enough light on it that Congress is actually looking into making some changes, and they're implementing, more mental health programs, I guess, with pilots and that sort of thing.
What a
Um,
wild
that's
show,
cool.
man! I've
Yeah.
never had
That's awesome.
just more whiplash from watching the TV show,
Right?
Than the
I
rehearsal.
don't know what he could possibly do to one up this season.
He learned
He
to
pulled out all
fly
the stops.
747s. Ironically, yeah.
I mean, everything he did that season though was insane. He reenacted somebody's life.
Sully's life, yeah. The
I think
pilot.
you already sent me this, Charles. Yeah, you already sent
Oh,
me
did
that.
I?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe I did send it to you today.
So what he really did is he forgot to send it to you.
Yep.
Again,
He forgot to forget to send it to you.
it's Tom Cruise and Nathan Fielder are the top doing their own stunts actors in Hollywood. So
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
let's see. Shadow Master, Konichiwa. Thanks for being in the chat. I got a question before y'all start. Did I tempt any of y'all to do some Clint Eastwood films last week? I would have. I have had no time.
Yep.
Yeah. I've
I
mostly
was,
been
Absolutely
catching
slaying
up
it.
on some old DCEU stuff.
I was browsing them though. I really wanted to watch a Clint Eastwood.
Gran Torino, if no one's seen it.
Yeah, I think that's one of his best movies. A lot of people didn't like that one for some reason. Gran Torino's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it was weird that he chose Asian gangsters, but
Yeah.
it's
That's
about
one of the-
he's like the movie is he's an old man and he's like scaring a kid straight, right?
Right.
There's a kid who's into gangs. He's a Korean kid, and you're like,
Right.
it probably wouldn't have been Korean, but
No, it was a good movie. That's one of the only Clint Eastwood movies I've seen. I've seen all the classic clips, but I don't think I've seen.
it's the only Clint Eastwood movie you've ever seen.
Yeah, that's sad.
Not even Pale Rider or.
Fistful of dollars, nothing.
All right,
I've seen all the clips.
you have a new super chat limit.
I
Hit
know.
5 and we boot David.
David, and you
It's all right.
are.
I'll be hitting out with him. I don't know
I'm
if I've
sorry.
seen any.
I'm
At
so
least not any of
confused.
his big
I'm so
ones, yeah.
confused because I know that David's straight. I've met his kids.
has a good
You
number of
described
You can
being
have
cold
kids.
earlier.
You can have kids while still in the closet.
That's I
That is.
You explain
Okay.
that one to me, but
yeah, you can make your kids live in the closet. That's fine.
You know the funny thing about that with David,
He
My
lives
bad.
in the- Okay. Anyway, before we do our news, Albelia, do you have anything to plug before we just completely forget to plug your channel?
Yeah, my channel is Albelio. Same name is on here if you want to check it out. I'm a critical YouTuber, movie reviews, and I'm a professional stick up my own ass.
Yeah.
pretty good at doing that too.
you're muted, by the way, Charles.
What was
I
you
know.
had a-
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Thanks.
I liked your video on Fantastic Four. It was good.
Yes.
You.
A step in the right direction, but
Not enough.
a teeny
We'll see.
tiny,
It's crazy.
a teeny
I've heard-
tiny step. Because I felt the same thing. I was like, oh,
Thunderbolts
this
is
good.
on Disney Plus now, so you guys should check that out and let me know how much.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I
If
do.
I
have
paid
my
for Disney
sister's
Oh,
Plus,
that's right. It's
I
slightly
did finally
more
watch
accessible than it
Thunderbolts.
was once before.
Yeah.
I think
Some-
I liked Thunderbolts more than Superman, and I
I do,
haven't seen
yeah.
Fantastic Four yet. But from what I've heard, I think I prefer Thunderbolts.
Of
We-
the three, I think I like Thunderbolts the best.
We had friends over for a game night the other day, and I got too political again.
You
As,
never.
as it tends to happen.
They asked me if I was going to take my kids to Disneyland. Well, okay, so it was two things. It was something about my son had just like, I don't know, what was it? It was some
I just like to
We were
imagine
talking
the way
about
you're
something
playing
else.
games and getting political. You lose a game of Connect 4 with somebody, and you're like, the Democrats suck. Like, just out.
That was literally our father growing up. And someone cuts him up on cuts
he's
him
probably
off in
Democrat.
traffic. Is like, he's a Democrat. Oh, it's stupid communist.
No,
You guys are acting like Democrats right now.
Yeah.
some of the
Stop leaving
kids.
your backpack on the chairs.
Some of the kids that I teach in church, though, started doing that. I was like, "You sound like my dad." I was like, this new generation, they're pretty based.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point of the story is I'm simplifying it. The other details were unnecessary. I don't know. I was trying to think about them. But someone asked if I was going to take my family to Disneyland. I was like, nah, I don't really like supporting pedophilia. And they're like, whoa. I was like, what are you talking about? The don't say gay bill. The okay, now I got to explain everything. I'm sorry. That was probably a little rash. Like,
Yeah.
they're the ones that coined the term. Yeah. So anyway, I hate Disney. The point of the story is there's more news. Clarkson's Farm boosts. No, that's too big. Boosts agricultural college applications. The hit Amazon TV series is giving more than diddly squat back to farming as more young people have been inspired to sign up for management courses.
This is amazing.
Dude, Jeremy Clarkson is my freaking hero. He is so amazing. He's done so much for farming just from his stupid show.
Yeah.
He's single-handedly saving a dozen farms in his area and keeping them afloat by selling their produce and their
his
goods
restaurant.
in his
Which
restaurant.
I think
shop,
I saw a post. I didn't include it today, but he posted recently like, I'm not making money from the restaurant. I don't know if I ever will.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he ever would. He's spending so much money on it.
Yeah.
I finally just watched the episode.
Albelio, have you watched Clarkson's Farm?
No, I haven't watched anything related to these guys. Like,
dude,
halfway through Top Gun.
I would highly
never
recommend.
watched Top Gun. I never watched
Aside from the YouTube shorts,
the Grand Tour either.
Yeah.
Right. Like I get YouTube shorts from them all the time. This is Clarkson's Farm. It's like one of the most like addictingly watchable show.
Yeah.
Like it's I started it 2 months ago when I was on vacation, and but we were vacationing in St. George, and it was way too hot to like leave the hotel. So I just watched. I was like, oh, someone recommended it to me. I'm done with the show. Four seasons. What is this? Clarkson's Farm, man. Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear and the Grand Tour. This show is just addicting.
Yeah.
And it's incredible, and it just highlights the stupidity of UK government. Yeah. I'd love to see Jeremy start a show protesting the most peaceful. I thought you were going to talk about the inheritance taxes on farmers and stuff. That took a turn.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, just when I think you're going to zig, you zag, truth sworn.
I'm sorry, I felt a little bit of Deus Volt right there.
Bring on the Crusades. Let's go. A new show to recommend to my conservative stepmom. Absolutely. There's a lot of swearing, but it's British swearing. So it kind of doesn't even phase you. You're like, oh,
yeah, if you swear in a British accent, it's all fine.
They just said the C word. That's great. Okay, great.
Twat.
They say
Every
twat
time
a lot.
I watch.
Yeah.
I keep.
My favorite is my giddy aunt.
my giddy aunt.
My giddy aunt.
My giddy
but,
aunt. Yeah.
No, there's
lots of F-bombs. So.
It's hilarious, and they do a really good job of doing some of the same things over and over again, but bringing new aspects to it, so it never gets
different
boring.
things about it. Yeah, you never. I mean, and even when it's doing the same thing, it's like, oh yeah, they're finally harvesting. It doesn't get
right. It's
fun.
But yeah, he's always just coming up with new business strategies. Like I've got an idea. Let's do this, and
he's
insane.
He is a very good showman. He knows how to write good TV.
He knows how to work a crowd.
And he is constantly throwing himself under the bus for laughs. Like he comes off as a complete idiot on the show, but he is one of the smartest. Like, he is so intelligent. It's really hard. That's one of the hardest things in comedy to do is to play dumb when you're smart. Like it takes real skill in comedy to play a dumb character.
Yeah, and he's doing that. He's doing that twofold, right? One is for the bit because it's funny because he's acting like an idiot, and these other people have to tell
But
him
he also
how
wants
it
to
is.
showcase like the problems, right?
Exactly. He wants them to spell it out for him and says, no, we can't do this because the government said you can't put this and store your grain with the hay or something.
The government is causing so. I
But,
mean, the government is responsible for all of his cows having
tuberculosis.
Just
bovine
say,
tuberculosis.
the
Bovine
government is
tuberculosis.
responsible. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all they need.
because they
Yep.
they won't let him kill the badgers that are on his land that are infected with tuberculosis. They're like,
Yep.
oh, they're protected. Why? They literally do nothing but harm. You
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
And he set up some trail cams, and
He's a jester.
there's like
yes.
infestation of badgers on that farm.
Yep. So all of his cows have bovine tuberculosis right now because the government's retarded. The fun, like I think it was when they were doing the dam, when they were fixing the dam. I think it's season 4. Like the government guy comes in and he's like, "Hey, look, you've got all these invasive carp in here." It's like, "Okay, can I kill them?" No, the government won't let you. But
Yeah.
they're destroying everything. Yeah. So if I just drove my tractor here, yeah. Well, don't say that. like,
Like how the keyword was invasive.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
The government wouldn't let him kill invasive carp. They were united. They're from the American invasive carp. Someone brought them into Europe, and they're not allowed to kill them. You can. We have a
got
bunch of
plenty.
carp here in Utah. You don't even have to have a fishing license. You can kill carp on site.
Yep.
Someone dumped them into Utah Lake, ruined
Yeah.
the whole lake for 2 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't even eat them properly. They're just
No, they're
terrible.
disgusting.
Like,
They're full of bones, and they don't even taste good when they're not full of bones.
mhm.
Yeah.
What are the-
No,
so-
I love Clarkson Farms just
But
because
Jeremy
it's
Clarkson, it's-
basically a workplace comedy, but it's not scripted.
But
I mean,
he's
it's a little bit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. It's reality TV.
Reality TV
They
show.
lean into the jokes, right?
I was going to say
But-
not scripted, but definitely
A little scripting.
Yeah.
like massaged.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know
yeah.
what cheatgrass is, but that's probably a thing. Yeah. He solved so many problems too, though. Like he's single-handedly like keeping the farmers in his area alive. And he invented a new a way to save pigs from being squashed by their own mothers.
Yes.
He created an
two
invention
inventions.
to stop
Two inventions.
pigs from getting squished.
Well, that's
he
good
had
because
to-
that would be a waste
He
of
also
bacon.
did the paint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did the paint
paint
markers.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was
It was-
already
it
a
was-
thing. It was a
Oh, technically,
crappier
it was
version of
foam.
something that someone else already invented, but it was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the pig
Smart.
thing was astounding that
Yeah.
he just thought of that. Like, hey, can we do this? Because these sow pigs are smushing their younglings and they're dying. The first time he had a batch of pigs,
piglets.
it was like a third of them that died, right?
I think it was almost a fourth that got squashed. Yeah,
A third is
Yeah.
more than a fourth,
And then-
and a third.
and oh, sorry,
A third is more
you're
than a
right.
fourth.
Yeah. No, I did the
You did the bad
A&W
math
thing.
Yeah.
I did the
Yeah.
A&W third pounder thing.
Did you
Yeah, it
go
was
to
like a
LeBron
third, and he brought
James
it
of
down
learning good
like
stuff?
15%. What?
Did you go to the LeBron James of learning good stuff?
Yeah, I did. The school people who want to learn good. Yeah. Anyway, watch Clarkson's Farm. It's amazing. I didn't think I was
It's
like,
really phenomenal.
I didn't think I was gonna like the show that much. Everyone's like, it's so good. They swore by it. I was like, really? Okay. I get. So good.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. The
My
the
wife
guy
likes
is
it too.
very
I'm
charming.
once I finish this, I'm gonna watch the other shows. I forget what they're called.
Top Gear.
Top Gear. There you
Or
go.
sorry, the Top Gear, and then Grand
And
Tour.
The Grand Tour,
Grand-
yeah.
Because
Tour.
he punched his producer in the face, and so they just did Top Gear, but better.
Yep.
Called it Grand Tour. I watched the first episode of that, and he's like, "It's like we're on the internet now, so we can do whatever the heck we want. We can't be canceled by producers or punch them in the face." Right?
Yeah.
Like it starts off with like a montage of him getting canceled, and like, I don't care. He's super based too. He's hilarious.
Yeah. It's really awesome too, because I've seen lots of articles from leftist outlets that are like, Clarkson's Farm is really heartwarming. I was not expecting this guy to care, whenever he takes his animals off to the butchers, but he gets really emotional, and I just wasn't expecting that from a guy like him, and it's just, who'd have think?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
it's pleasing.
such a good show. Season 4 was great.
Season
I
4
still
was
haven't
probably
finished
the
it.
best.
Got a couple
The
more
restaurant,
seasons.
the restaurant stuff was fantastic. Those two women were horrible, and I love
Gosh.
that the entire
awful.
internet hated them.
Yeah.
So
Really?
yeah, they were
Yep.
trying to cheat.
I
on
haven't-
everybody.
About the two
What's
women
up?
for the
That's
with the
how
bar?
As soon as I bring up hating women too, jeez,
Yeah.
that I know you'd already typed that too. What's up, my fellow misogynistic, racist incels? Oh, I guess you've seen the trailer for Savant on Apple TV with Jessica Chastain working for the FBI, and her job is to monitor social media and find evil white boys who are going to do school shootings. Yeah.
We're doing this?
Yeah. You gotta
One-
watch the trailer, man. You're gonna love it. We're watching the show. I'm making everybody
No,
watch
please
it.
no.
What show is this?
Savant.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Nobody learned their lesson from that UK show that turned
Yeah, the adolescents.
the black migrant that murdered another black girl into a white kid
no,
with anger
no.
issues.
That's the real story. They changed it to a white kid in the show.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that unfortunately that show made too much money because they showed it in schools. It was like
It's
required
not
viewing
money,
in
it's
the
propaganda.
UK. Yeah. He's an incel, so he murdered people. Oh, because that's what happened. Yeah, Apple TV exists only to let fight fat white liberal women. But it has some good shows. Okay. Not all of them.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta read the whole comment before I bring it up sometimes.
Yeah, we have a tendency of starting to read it and then fading off. They're like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have read that out
Is it a
loud.
withered bean or is it a raisin?
Anyway, all I do is spread all you do is spread your legs. Salty.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Someone sent this to me. This isn't mine. I'm holding it for a friend. Fallout Season 2 confirms big change from Season 1 that will divide fans.
Oh,
What more could they do?
yes, I sent this to you. I sent this.
It's weekly.
They're gonna-
It's going to
Yeah.
divide fans because it comes out weekly?
Oh,
This
That's-
is
that's
a good
it?
decision. It's such a dumb article, but yeah,
What?
That's
Wow.
literally it. Because they're
Look, I think we all agree on this. Like, weekly releases are better.
yes.
100%.
You can actually
I can
talk about
imagine there
shows.
might be a few weird, not weird people, but people who want to just get it all at once that
Right.
want to do that. But almost
Great,
everybody
but
else
you can
agrees.
still do
that
that.
it's
You can
so
still do
much
that,
better.
Jared. Wait
Yeah,
7
you-
weeks and
you
then
have to
watch
wait
it all
7
at
weeks
once.
to do it,
And
but
then
yeah.
and then you still won't be able to talk about it with anybody.
I 100% agree. This is
Problem
better.
solved.
I just get that there are people who are both impatient and think that that's going to work better for them. But yeah, no, it is undeniably worse for the show to be released all at once. Undeniably worse for the show,
I mean-
worse for most of the fans, and there's a very
February.
small
Oh, that's
percentage
early.
that might like it better if it was released all at once. but they're a
I
very
think-
small percentage. So
Oh no, it's
I think
the
the
finales.
one case
When does it
where
air?
It could be good. The one situation where it could be good for a show to release it all at once is when it's not. It doesn't really have a following yet. It's not super well known. It's
No, but that's
Not
how you
necessarily,
get
because
followings.
you
That's
gain
how you
following.
get followings is by
Yeah,
doing
right.
weekly releases.
It's harder to get.
You might be right.
Because if you release all at once and then everybody who's already interested in it watches it, and you're somebody who wasn't interested in it, you're going to sit there going like, well, maybe I could watch it, but everybody's already finished it, so I have no reason to like I don't have anybody to talk to about it as I go.
Mhm.
But whereas if you just release one episode at a time, people watch the one episode, talk about it, and people who weren't even interested to begin with go, oh, yeah, that does kind of sound interesting. Oh, and there's only one episode to catch up on, and then I know exactly what's going on. Cool, let me do it. You know,
I think
Fair
the
enough,
only
fair enough.
reason, the only way that dropping a whole season at once is a good idea is if it's an anthology series, something like Love, Death, and Robots or
Black
Secret
Mirror.
Level or
Yeah.
Black Mirror. Yeah. Well, although Black Mirror has more,
it's pretty anthology, but I
but
see where you're coming
there's a
from
lot
with that,
more
where I just
depth
don't think
to
it's
it.
necessarily as detrimental to a Black
Right.
Mirror or an anthology show. But like again, you
Yeah.
get like even though we don't really have water coolers anymore because we don't have offices half the time. I do, but like the idea of water cooler talk is like completely ruined if you have more than one episode to do at a time because
Right.
Yeah.
then you don't know where everybody's at. Everybody watches at a different pace. But if there's only one to watch, then you can talk about that one that came out.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all about the long term. This is the
Yeah.
problem with the streaming the
Yes.
streaming model is
They
that
want
they
instant
front loaded
gratification.
everything, dumped
and that-
everything, and by doing that in the midterm, it meant that they had to make more slop.
Yeah.
So they made more shows at
And
lower
it hurt 'em.
quality
Mhm.
instead of fewer
and then
shows. at
canceled
higher
half of those
quality.
shows, you know?
Mhm.
Exactly.
There's a couple pieces to that because like when Netflix was new and they started doing this, dropping them all at once, it was a really fun thing because it was so fresh and new to be like, wow, we can just binge through this. And then you go through even in the pandemic when everybody was at home or whatever, they were like, hey, we can just binge all these shows. But anything outside of when it was brand new and when you literally have nothing else to do, it's a worse
Right.
release schedule. And I think that the problem is more when it comes to the like canceling things after just 2 seasons, that's more just a result of the way that streaming is because it's a monthly subscription and they don't care whether you watch. And so putting in new episodes or putting in new seasons of a TV show, unless it's getting them new subscribers, isn't going to do them any good. So they say, never mind, it's not worth it to keep going on a new show where it's going to start costing us more money because the actors are going to need more money and blah, blah, blah as seasons go on. So they're like, let's just cancel it because it's not getting us any new viewers. So it's not getting us any new money. That's also why you're getting more ad supported stuff on streaming because they realize that's a more sustainable model for them, even if it's annoying for us that have gotten used to watching without ads.
Yeah.
Speaking of ads, the ads, particularly on Paramount Plus, are absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Especially if you're watching on a device or tablet or something without an ad blocker. Dude, if you pause the video, it'll put up like a superimposed ad halfway through that you cannot close.
Yeah.
You cannot
Yeah.
close that ad. And it's
Yeah.
not even the ad that you're actually watching.
Yeah,
If
it
an ad
does.
pops
It does
up. It is so
stuff like
freaking
that on
frustrating.
HBO now and Netflix, I think too.
And then on the app, I try to get it to go away, and it skips to the end of the episode, and I don't even realize that it skipped.
I will also say
And
because
then
I was watching.
drag back and find out where I was, and it makes.
then
me
half the time it
watch
plays
2
the ad
minutes of
again.
Ads. Yeah,
Yep.
you have to watch 2 minutes of ads just to scrub through the damn video to get back to where the hell you were in the
Yeah,
first
Paramount
place.
Plus.
That happened
sucks.
to me on
So awful.
that happened to me on HBO. I was watching Snyder's Justice League this week, and several times it played an ad, and then it actually took me back to where the last ad had started before. So like I played an ad, watched through it,
and then
kept watching,
did another dump
did
of
another
ads,
ad,
yeah.
and then it took me back to that one.
Yeah.
So annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother and I were
Ridiculous.
talking about things at work, and I pointed this out. It's really funny that YouTube, Twitch, and all of these websites go absolutely ballistic with everything right after USAID shuts down.
Yeah.
The other problem with it is too, it's just like you're right. The ads are really dumb now. They were worse. Like I remember when Hulu was brand new, when like Hulu, there was a free Hulu that you could watch with ads, right?
Hulu was great.
Right.
And CW and stuff like that. And man, they had the worst ads, and they had so little variety. And as it is, you already are getting a lot of the same.
No,
repeat
dude,
things
Hulu
now.
had,
I will push
Hulu
back
had
on that, though.
great ads.
Hulu was fantastic because you had an option with Hulu to watch all of your ads before the content. So
yes.
you watch
I don't
like
remember that
5
time
minutes
period.
of
Reload the
ads,
ads.
and then you
Yeah.
could watch the entire episode.
love
They
when
also
that happens.
they
without
also
ads.
had
when
they
that
also
happens.
Phenomenal.
they also for a
Yeah.
long time had like special sponsored ads that would say like this episode is
Yeah.
brought to you by this company,
Yes.
and they're gonna let you watch the whole thing without ads. It
I
was
still see that.
awesome. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
still
go.
see that
I'm
every
gonna
now
go
and then. I've
buy
seen that-
some freaking
Right.
cheese.
Yeah, I've
crackers.
seen that on like
Cheez-Its.
on Amazon a couple of times, and it's more common now with like new shows, like as the shows are coming out, like when House of the Dragon was coming out, they did a lot of that where they were like, here's one ad for this, and then the rest of it'll be interruption free or whatever. But it's just it like I don't remember that being the case for that, but I do remember a lot of times when the ads they would play 3 of the exact same ad in the same ad break, and then the next ad break would be the exact same 3 the exact same ad 3 more times or something.
Yep.
It was bad, and it's not great now, but like it's better than it was in terms of the quality of the ads, even though they've got more of them and they are doing dumber things with the fact that it's skipping back and doing dumb things like that.
Yeah.
It's so really
Yeah, don't read that. But yeah, you'd think we'd have this ad technology and syndication figured out after doing it for
I think it's because that like those kinds of industries are really slow to adapt and recognize things. Like they still probably don't treat streaming as like all the ads that are sold on TV, on broadcast TV or on cable. Like they could just sell those to streaming ads, but because streaming was seen as so separate, they treat it differently. So they either don't pay it as much, or they don't think that it's going to get them as much money, or whatever. So they give them the cheap garbage ads for the streaming because they think that's not the place to go for getting their message out there or whatever.
My 10-year-old son had a sick day this week, and so I just wanted to like spend some time with him. I'm like, hey, because I've showed him a couple shows that he's loved, right? Like he really liked Gravity Falls, and he's watched Avatar 100 million times, and I got him to watch that. So I was like, I think you're getting old enough now. I want to make you watch Full Metal Alchemist. And so we just like pulled up like the free like Crunchyroll, and that was a worse experience than Paramount Plus.
oof.
Holy crap!
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Some of those smaller streamers, they get the garbage.
I assume maybe like the paid version's better, but we made it a game because it would do like it wasn't just like 2 or 3 ads. Every ad break had 8 ads.
Oh, yeah,
and
I've seen that.
We got the same ad 4 times in a row once, and we were counting. We're like 5. No, it's a different ad.
That's pretty funny.
Sort of a Demon Hunter. 8 ads.
I
how many
finally found
times
an
did you have
anime
an
I
ad
like.
break?
Sword of the Demon Hunter. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
What'd you say, Charles?
How often
How
do
many
you have
ad breaks
ad
would
breaks?
you have?
Every 5
during
minutes.
an episode?
Ooh.
That is.
Oh,
And they're only 20-minute episodes too. It's like, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
You would watch and anime always has like the intro. So you'd watch ads, then the episode would start, and it would just do the intro song, and then you'd watch ads again, and then you'd watch like 2 minutes of the show, and you get another. It was awful. We're like, okay, I'm just gonna pirate these.
Crazy.
Isn't it crazy how we went full circle back to cable?
Yeah.
No, 100%. We're back to because especially if you want to have all of the different streaming, even just the big ones, you're paying as much as you probably did for cable. I don't know. My family never had cable, so I don't know, but yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
yep.
Is it how many Sword of the Demon Hunters are there? Because I'm seeing one that has like a colon after it. Is there 2? Just Kinjin Gentosho? Is that it?
I don't want to hear you try and pronounce more Japanese names.
Kijin Gentosho. Kijin Gentosho. I can do a good
Pretty
Japanese.
good.
Sounds right. I don't know.
Honagai.
Toyota.
It's a newer.
Yeah,
So it's a newer anime. Okay.
It was free on Amazon recently. They took it away. That sucks. Yeah, I'll check it out. 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Punch.
No, so I remember in media, they would talk about how the future is just going to be a bunch of ads everywhere in your entire face, and I thought that's kind of silly. Like maybe, but it's unrealistic.
Nope.
Unlikely.
Absolutely, it's real.
I hate how
Absolutely not.
that old Jimmy Neutron joke from the movie is like, in the future there'll be 200 new things 200 new channels to surf and nothing to watch. It's like,
All
crap.
They're telling ghost stories around a campfire.
Yeah.
He had 100 channels and nothing was on.
Here we are with bajillions of websites and
he was
entertaining.
He was inside and his nose started running and there weren't any tissues. Dude, I love the Jimmy Neutron movie. It's so good.
Okay.
The animation is so garbage. If you go back and watch it now, you're like,
It does not. Yeah.
It was always bad. I always hated the
notice
animation.
it, man.
But that movie is
I had
undeniably
no
good.
clue as a kid. I thought it looked great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Such a funny
I never
movie.
got into Jimmy Neutron.
Dude,
Oh,
no,
man.
I never watched the show,
So
but
good.
man, that movie is perfection. It's so good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't even know there was a show. They did a show.
Oh yeah,
movies.
There's a show.
Oh,
It's
there are
totally
so
real.
many. There's so many dark memes that have come up. Like, there's a skateboarding one. I'll let you guys watch at a later time. It's totally because of the way a name is pronounced in the accent, and then they cut it off, and you're like, oh my.
Oh, good. My mom, when I was scared, my mom would come into my room and rub my tummy and sing "Nani nani nani."
Oh,
We're
my
just
goodness.
looking at him horrified. It's such a good movie, man.
Yeah.
Okay. More news. K-pop Demon Hunters is getting a sequel. That was pretty predictable.
Yeah.
Is
Is
it?
it?
I don't think it.
Yep.
I don't
It
think
made
it
like
should
18
have one.
million in it's like one weekend in theaters or whatever.
All of it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's the most popular Netflix movie of all time, and it's
Yeah.
even made them a ton of money in theaters. Like it's
I-
getting a sequel.
All of the
I-
songs
I-
have been on the top Billboard hits since
I
it was
I
released.
really hate that Shadow is in this chat because he's going to get to hear it first from me. I think this movie is fantastic.
I've
It's
heard,
really,
I've
really good.
heard it's
It's a good
great.
movie.
I've heard it's great.
I saw the first half hour of it. That's about it.
I was really worried that it was. Well, I thought it was going to be, fine, but annoying songs. Watched it with my family. I was pleasantly surprised at how deep and good it was, and I was worried as it was going through. It was like it was going to give a bad message to the kids, but I'm like, holy crap! It's really, really good. The songs
Yeah,
are catchy,
The songs
As
are
a
catchy,
deep, emotional.
thematic. It overlaps heavily with Christianity and
Yeah.
the hope, the upliftment, encouragement of the youth, confession through song. This is something people have been arguing against, and I don't agree with them. The animation is solid. It's got Looney Tunes, like eye bulging and goofy, poses and everything.
Very anime
Choreography
inspired.
is
Yeah.
on point. Like
Sure.
across the board,
The women,
can't-
the female characters are attractive.
yes, yeah, like it.
Based.
I never thought I'd ever say that Netflix probably actually Sony. Let's be
Sony
serious.
did it,
Sony
yeah.
are the ones who made
Yeah.
it. Netflix just stole the thunder.
And Sony thought it was going to
So-
be a flop.
So
So they
Sony actually made like the best movie of the year so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
I
it was
will say
really
the
good.
big thing for me that I'm holding back with this on is because as a just dude in his 30s with no like other reason to watch it, I am approaching it kind of like I did with the My Little Pony thing.
Right.
I had a bunch of friends that became bronies and everything,
Mm.
where it's like I'm sure the storytelling in that was great, but it's
like-
not meant for me, and so I'm just not going to get into it unless I have if I have a kid that's going to get into it, I will appreciate the fact that I can
Yeah.
watch that without hating myself.
I'm right there
Until
with
then,
you. I would not watch My Little Pony. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's got lots of
Right.
Easter eggs. That's not my thing.
Right.
This movie was phenomenal. I cried at the end.
And my point is that I imagine this is in a similar vein. It's not targeted at me. I'm sure
Right.
I will enjoy it just fine. I'm sure it would be great. I'm sure I would love it. But I'm next time that I'm hanging out with my niece and she wants to watch it, I'll be like, yeah, sure, let's watch that. But until then, I'm like, I don't need to go out of my way to put it in my life. It's just, I don't know. I feel weird.
I get it. I would not have picked it up and watched it either if my family hadn't been
right.
I used to,
and I say that while completely like embracing and recognizing the fact that there are a lot of people who are telling me that it's not anything that I need to avoid because it's not meant for me, or that it's too, whatever, too much for, little girls or whatever. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm sure it'd be fine. But yeah,
it was phenomenal.
I used to manage apartments, and I would do repairs inside people's apartments and bedrooms. And there was a brony.
And that's the thing. You get some weirdos, and then you get some like normal people that can just appreciate the well-told story or whatever else is going on, in spite of the fact that it's ponies. But yeah.
No. This was.
Did you find a magic wand?
I found some pillows.
Oh.
Gross.
My brother was working. My brother and I were working on a house in a similar story to this. The guy was known for being weird, and the guy croaked. And I was working with my dad in the kitchen. We were redoing the tiling. My brother was in the back, and we hear a really loud. My brother comes out. He's got a bag, and he's like, "You don't want to know what just hit me in the face."
Yeah, no, I've had to clean out some disgusting apartments and houses.
Yeah. You're gonna get weirdos in anything, but I have a lot of friends that could genuinely appreciate those, and I'm like, hey, cool. That's fine. I'm not even necessarily judging it. I just don't. Yeah, I'm not going to go for it for myself.
I've seen some plushies with holes in them. Yeah, it's not fun. Anyway, so
you got rid of it, right?
Well, he was still there, so I couldn't get rid of that one. But I have had to clean like feces off of the walls.
Oh god.
And butt plugs and anal lube.
You walk in like it's grown ups too.
Poop.
Like, how did you miss?
Yeah. So yeah, they're getting a sequel. Good for them. I'm looking. Man, I have too many streaming services right now. We're gonna have to cancel a bunch of them because we're gonna need Netflix soon, right? With
Stranger Things should be coming up.
With Stranger Things, and then I'll finally watch K-pop Demon Hunters with my kids, and then in the privacy of my own sanctuary, I'm gonna watch Tires season 2, baby. Ooh. That's such a funny show, man.
I've been watching Tires. That's a good show.
Tires season 1 was so funny.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I forgot about that.
Shane Gillis, hilarious. I think he's not there yet. I think he's the new Norm Macdonald. Like
That's the high bar.
He is hilarious. Like it's a different kind of humor, but like I think he's gonna just be like one of my all-time favorites.
I love his Trump impersonation.
It's so good. His Trump,
especially on Kill Tony. Oh, it's so funny. Like, did you see the one where
he's on him and Biden on the same show?
Yeah, that he's like, we need retards, and then the guy comes out and
comedy. But his Down syndrome bit is so good. Like, I know you're all wondering. It missed me, but it got close.
Get close. I had
it grazed me. I know I look like I have Down syndrome. I got family who does. It's so good. Call it hazmat crew or burn it down. Yeah, I was the one who had to clean it up. Sucked. You can't burn down your own apartments.
Well, you could. Just a terrible idea.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, what I'll say, at least here in Utah, the Mexican supermarkets here are fantastic.
Yeah.
Like especially if you go into like Salt Lake, where it's very ethnic now. Like the Walmarts are disgusting, but the Mexican, Rancho markets are phenomenal. So
I think with the Asian markets too, we got a bunch of good Asian. markets.
There's some great Asian. I love the Asian markets here. But yeah, I don't know. I've been to other Mexican supermarkets that weren't great. But I walked into a Walmart in Salt Lake, and the entire place smelled like rotting meat and vegetables. It smelled like a dead corpse, and not a single employee spoke English.
Yeah.
And when I
Walmart we
finally
have
found one who
here-
did, I thought I was trying to find. My wife needed me to go buy Twister because they were going to play it at a family reunion. Their kids were going to play Twister. I walked around forever in this rotting carcass Walmart. There was food just rotting on the shelves in the produce section. It was disgusting. I finally found someone who spoke broken English. I'm like, hey, where are your board games? I've been looking for 30 minutes. And he goes, they're outside. They're in the home and garden.
What?
And I was like, okay, so maybe
That's
he
weird.
didn't understand my question.
Yeah, I was gonna say like boards, like fencing boards, like fence.
No, board games like Clue or Monopoly. They are out. They had the board games outside in the home and garden section, and they were all warped
That's insane, bro.
because the entire restaurant was being run by Muslims. So, yeah, but Utah's not a sanctuary state. Not at all. It
Yeah.
was shut down, left to rot. Yeah. Oh, gross.
I've never understood the general public's disdain for Walmart because we grew up on Walmart. That was
I love
the
Walmart.
place we went, right? And
Walmart's
the
great.
one here,
Walmart's
the one
great.
here in Orem, Utah, is pretty good. But yeah, I had the similar experience. I went to another Walmart up north in Salt Lake area, and
Salt Lake is a cesspool.
I was just astounded at how disgusting it was.
Anyway, House of David season 2 gets a release date. First look photos, and it's going to be on Amazon. Well, okay, it's going to be on the Wonder Project streaming service, whatever that is. But it's also available on Amazon. But you still have to pay for the Wonder Project thing,
Right.
which is like going to be $10 a month or something. Okay, so it's drops in October. That's sooner than I thought. When did
That's
season
the
1 air?
surprising thing.
That's like
I thought it
less
was
than a
this
year.
Super recent.
year. I thought it was the beginning of this year, or maybe it was last year.
Has it been a year already?
I don't remember, but yeah,
House of
it
David.
surprised me how soon.
Let's see. April. No. That's season 1 was in March, April of this year.
Yeah,
It's
Wow.
2025.
they're already turning around a second season
That's
in the
insane.
same year.
That's freaking awesome. Not only is that better than the 4 years in between seasons that a lot of shows are doing these days, it's better than the old once a year sort of thing. That's awesome.
Wait, that's crazy though.
How many episodes do they have?
The first season was like eight.
The first season was
right?
8 episodes.
Mhm.
Right. Which
I
you
mean,
know I
that's-
hate. Like, I
Well,
think
you know,
Jim
again,
Carrey
if
minimum.
they used to do 24 episodes in a year, that's one thing, but
Yeah, they don't do that anymore though.
right.
Um,
That's what I'm saying. Is like this puts it at least back to
And
It-
this is an indie company, right?
Yeah.
That's
This
huge.
isn't big Hollywood.
Yeah, so it's going to be exclusive on the Wonder Project, but you can buy a subscription through Prime Video, and then after some amount of time, it will be released on Amazon Prime as well. But if you want it first, you have to pay more money.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that they list some of the other stuff that they're going to have on that
I don't
platform
see
too.
episode count.
Looks
Oh,
good.
Mr. Bean,
Yeah,
Frig.
they're going to have the Sherlock, Pride and Prejudice.
bunch of movies.
Yeah,
Cool.
a bunch of stuff they're going to have on there.
Wait, which Secret Life of Walter Mitty? Because
That's a good point. I'm assuming it's the newer one with Ben Stiller. They're still. I like
Which was
both.
good.
For
it's
different
fine.
reasons.
I think
But
I
man,
prefer the
old
newer
one's
one.
So good. Nah.
No, I prefer
The
the
newer
old
one.
That's because that's what we grew up on.
Just
The newer
sorry.
one did a
So that's just
fantastic
nostalgia
job
then.
of modernizing it, but
Fade
No,
you
I
haven't-
think it makes it better.
it's a different
It-
thing. Yeah.
I might have to check out
Um,
that first season of House of David since I've got access to
It's
it on
so
Prime.
good.
But
Dude, it's phenomenal. I
really
did
good.
not think it was going to be good. I freaking loved this show.
I'm a little bummed though that it won't be able to get as good access to season 2, especially if you guys want to talk about it on here. Do they
Oh,
tend to drop it all at once, or do they?
No, it was a week-to-week thing.
The week.
I don't know.
They
but
might have done the first 2 episodes at once, like they like to do. No, it was the first 3 episodes. They did 3 episodes at once for some reason. Because I thought the first episode was enough of a hook. It was really good.
Yeah, I think they did do that.
But yeah, they did 3 episodes, and then it was week to week after that. So it was over in a month.
Dude, that fills in the gap. That fills in the gap after Alien and Earth and Dark Wolf end. October. Oh, okay. We'll have 1 week. It'll be 1 week off. But I don't know. I'll probably sign up for a month and share it with you guys.
They also announced too that they were already working on their next project, which was going to be
they're going to do another Bible story.
Yeah, it was Joseph in Egypt.
Ooh, I love the Joseph the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat musical. So
only
I like
only if Potiphar's wife is just sexy as hell.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I wish they would have done something else that we haven't seen already. Like Samson would be phenomenal story to tell. Samson and Delilah, or the Battle of Jericho, or something like that. Something that hasn't been put.
Nice, Mark Clark. Good to see you.
Absolutely agree,
jumping between
David.
flights.
Absolutely agree. There's so much that we have not seen an adaptation of that could just be fantastic.
But I guess you got to do the popular ones,
Yeah, I think Samson would be great. I think all the stuff post Moses is real great. Fighting the Philistines and stuff. I mean, a lot of that's David, but getting like Gideon and stuff would be so freaking cool. Biblically, why can't I say that? Biblically accurate R-rated version of Lot and his family. You want to include his daughters trying to rape him while he sleeps?
Oh my goodness, no! Please don't.
Because we need Eli Roth to have another job in Hollywood.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh no! All right, guys, I got to take off.
David's got to take off already. See ya.
Have a good rest of the stream.
David hasn't watched anything because he was gonna save it for the last minute, and then his car broke.
I was gonna watch the first episode. Of
who do you cast? Who do you cast as Potiphar's wife? For Anna de Armas.
I was gonna say the same thing, bro.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. No. Oh boy. All right.
No, actually, honestly, what's her face? I don't know if she could pass as Egyptian. Who could pass as Egyptian? Let's see.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
See you later to hear your picks.
Jennifer Connelly. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they could work.
Because
her
older.
face is leather now.
Yeah. Still looks good though, man.
Yeah,
that's nice leather. No.
If Top Gun Maverick proved anything.
Oh, the Clint Eastwood as David. Wait, I don't know what we're saying here. Zoe Kravitz, screw you. No. Can't stand her. Anyway, cool. Dude, you've seen House of David, right? Albelio?
I have not.
You got it. It's great.
I've heard it's good.
Okay.
I haven't watched The Chosen either, which is funny because I
haven't watched The Chosen, and it was made by the Mormons.
The latest season, I guess, has a photo, or like their poster is like just straight Castlevania because he's standing in front of the church, or he's standing in front of the temple with the whip, and I'm like, this
Castlevania.
This is amazing.
Zendaya, there we go. Potiphar's wife.
No, can we make her Lot's wife?
Ooh, that'd be fun. No,
Just
I think
so sick of
Lot's
her
wife
face.
needs to be Rachel Ziegler.
Or Job's wife, sorry.
Job's, yeah. Oh, Job's wife. Well, both of them die. But okay.
I'm just so sick of Zendaya at this point.
Yeah. Did you guys?
Yeah,
I wonder,
me too.
So this is a slightly political, but I'm curious if you guys saw this because I saw it today and I threw up in my mouth.
I'm curious.
They started selling T-shirts. With the shooter on them.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen his face, so I didn't recognize him as the shooter. But
Why are they walking around with a bullseye on their shirt?
Well, he was a friend of mine, and he was struggling, and so I want to protect the trans kids.
yeah, I'd like to protect him too by not giving into their delusion.
I want to create a space where kids feel safe from getting
Shooters.
shot.
You know, there's been over 500, and I think it's 521 specifically now with the last like 2 shootings, because there was a shooting like a day or two after the one in Minneapolis, but there's been over 500 Catholic school shootings since 2020.
It's nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Was this one a Catholic school?
Yes,
school
it was
church?
Yes, it was.
Annunciation school.
I wasn't sure if it was just like a regular Christian or.
Nope.
I mean, not regular. Sorry, it was a Catholic school or you know what I meant. Okay.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You're Catholic, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Right. Okay, but now for something lighthearted.
Boobs.
I haven't watched all of this. I saw the first like 5 seconds. I have no idea what anime this is from, or if it's a real anime or fan made. But I spit out the vomit, that I was drinking. I spit it out because it was so funny. It was so funny. I vomited because I saw that last post, and then I laughed so hard, it came out of my mouth. Sounds working, right?
Yeah. Wait.
This is the funniest thing you're ever gonna see in your life.
お待たせしました。ガンプラでございます。
は？
あちらのお客様からです。
このガンプラはあなたが？
ビクトリーガンダムです。洗練されたデザイン、流れるようなフォルム。このガンプラはあなたのような美しい方にこそふさわしい。どうかもらってやってください。
こんな素晴らしい作品いただくわけには。
じゃあ俺がもらっとく。
I know God said he wasn't going to flood the earth again, but she needs to hold her horses.
It's so good, right? What is this from? I might watch it. I don't know. Oh.
Wait, don't do this to me. Scroll down.
What's it from?
I have no idea.
No one in the comments is saying. But isn't that the funniest thing you've seen? He doesn't send her a bottle of wine. He sends her a Gundam.
It's a Gundam.
A Gunpla, sorry. I said the wrong thing. What is this from? Fellini is goated? One of the best characters? Okay. You're not saying what the show's called. So I want to check it out.
Fellini.
It wasn't the Wing Gundam. That was the original Gundam. That's XR something. I forget.
Isn't that hilarious, though? I died laughing.
あんたとバトル。
I only came here to battle with you. What is this show? He says, oh.
Oh, shoot. How do you spell Fellini, the character?
Look,
The character's name?
Is it Fellini or Zellini?
Fellini is goated, one of the best characters. And, oh, maybe that's not the character from this show.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything.
I don't know. If anyone can tell us what the show is, it's hilarious.
Riccardo Fellini, character introduced in the Gundam Build Fighters anime.
Oh, wait, no. I do remember seeing clips from another anime where they build Gundam models. And people said it was really good.
Yep, it is called Gundam Build Fighters anime.
Yeah.
Gundam Build Fighters?
Yeah. So the guy who isn't saving any ass for the rest of us is Riccardo Fellini.
I just died. It was so funny. Okay.
What a way to flirt.
Yeah, right? Send him flowers. No. That's just so funny. I did want to share one other,
It'd be like whipping out one of those gold-plated Pokemon cards from Burger King, like
yeah.
like in the Johto region, just slide
Yeah.
across the table, be like, you, me, hotel, now.
Yeah. I love Mobile Suit. I've never actually watched Gundam, so.
Oh, Gundam is really good. You could pick pretty much any of them. Personally, Wing is my favorite.
Oh, Fadion, it was way worse. A lot of times. Oh, you're muted, bearded. It was back to the shooter thing. They didn't just not mention what was written on the rifle, which was "Kill Trump," right? One news article said this deranged individual shot up a school, and she had and in her manifesto had written all kinds of names like other school shooters, and had Donald Trump's name written on the gun, trying to imply that Donald Trump had inspired the shooter to do bad things.
Yeah,
Which is the literal opposite of what was written.
They omitted that it said "kill." In front of
technically true. Donald Trump's name was written on the gun.
Yeah.
But there's a very important word that came before it.
They also had this dude Robert also had kick and the word that rhymes with that in regards to Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like this dude was out of his mind.
Yeah,
why.
One of the magazines had "For the Children" on it. Yeah.
Yes.
So a Gundam build fighters anime. I might check that out. I have seen another clip from this show then, and it was kind of funny. It was a guy it was like an anime fight. You know, it was like but he was building a Gundam. It was kind of funny. I can watch. Oh, you're on a plane too. Yeah. Okay. So I know it's kind of cliche, or not, or bad, to leak DMs. But I'm going to do this without Mark Clark's permission, because guess what he asked me this week? He asked if it was okay to watch a TV show out of order.
Come on now, Mark. Not keeping up with your reputation.
Yeah. It's a prequel. And when has that ever mattered to you, Mark?
I think he's trying to figure out if he shouldn't watch it because it's a prequel. He needs to wait until there's some, third or fourth version, or.
Anyway, Alien Earth.
I think I might.
I haven't watched anything.
Have you watched Terminal List?
I didn't watch that either.
All right. Peace
I
out.
watched the first.
I thought that I'd watched the first season because I remember there was something on Amazon Prime with Chris Pratt but that was a different thing. I guess it was just like a movie of. I don't remember which one it was. I think it's in your outro. But anyway, I did watch Snyder's Justice League. I finished, the Suicide Squad and the Suicide Squad and all that. And I don't know about Snyder's Justice League. It didn't really work for me.
Man, I loved it, but
it just felt really overbloated and drawn out in weird ways.
It was too long. Yeah,
it did not help that it had been a while since I'd seen like BVS and some of the other ones. Like, so where it comes into the story and the fact that I'd seen the other Justice League, probably made it a little bit weirder for me. But there was also a lot of weird character choices that just felt weird, like the one where his dad decides to shoot the mother box or whatever. Cyborg's dad decides to shoot the mother box. It wasn't until 5 minutes after it had happened where I was just like, there was no point to what he did. There was what? Oh, okay, I guess it kind of marked, but there was just no lead up, no build to the idea that what was going on. He shot it with the
with the
whatever.
Yeah, well, he's trying
it marked it so it got heated up so they could find it, but that was. How he knew that, why he knew that, the way his dad was acting was no, this is a fake thing.
I
We've been
thought it-
hacked. Whatever.
I thought it actually made Ezra Miller's Flash an interesting character, which was shocking.
Yeah. I don't know. There was a lot of weird stuff with the way that flowed, and then the vision, the dream that Batman's having or whatever, felt so, because it was like people complain about the Return of the King having too many endings. This had like 6 endings as well, and that was just one of those ones where you're like, everything is done. What are we like? I guess theoretically you could be trying to set up for something else, but it's not even. It's like it's trying too hard to set up for something that wasn't even likely to happen when he first made it, let alone when he actually released the Snyder cut, and it was so weird. I don't know.
James Gunn's new stuff is making some of Snyder film look way. I mean, I'll take the Snyder movies over orgies in the MCU,
Yeah, well.
the DCU anytime. So
Yeah, I don't know. Snyder's
Did that
just
really happen
worked for me
in
very well.
Peacemaker?
episode 1, a 10-minute
Oh.
orgy scene, and it's not like
a little bit.
it's not like in a TV show where you'll get like a character walking through a strip club, but it doesn't show anything, you know? No, like there's full nudity, penises everywhere,
That's good lord.
and it's
Now I gotta
it's a
watch
joke.
I do also agree with Williams Q3 there, since I can't reply in the YouTube chat. There are no bad words to be spoken about Return of the King. I agree. I don't dislike those 6 endings, but I hear that complaint, and then I look at something like Zack Snyder's.
No, Zack Snyder's
Justice League.
is way too long.
Oh, way too long. And my point being of the complaint about
But I
Return
liked
of the King, which I don't agree with, applies to Justice League in the terms of like it has way too many endings and it just keeps on doing another ending and another ending, and the whole Martian Manhunter just showing up randomly was just bizarre, like pointless and unnecessary. Yeah,
that part was weird. I didn't like that.
Yeah, both parts where he showed up,
At where he was pretending to be his mom too. That was weird.
It was
that
like,
kind of just ruined the entire conversation you just had with
right,
your mom.
The concept, like, and even the concept of, hey, Lois, we need you to come back to the world, is a nice sentiment to be trying to say, like, hey, he's in the shadows trying to do something good for the world.
Definitely.
But the way that they did it just felt really weird, and it totally took away from the sweetness of that scene of the mom going to her and saying, hey, we're together in this. Like,
if it had been released in theaters, it would have needed to be massively edited down. But like, I also get that, like, hey, if you're going to get this like 3-5 years after the fact, you might as well
go for it all.
Do the extended edition Lord of the Rings, right?
But there is a level to which, like, there's.
But it totally fixes the ending. Like the climax of that movie is so much better.
There are some parts of it that flow a little bit better, but honestly, I didn't hate the way that the regular one ended, in terms of, like, I thought it flowed okay, not great, but I don't know. I'd have to look at it again, but I just did not.
I hated the.
But
it was so
agree.
bad.
I'm with all of you guys. I am not actually complaining about Return of the King.
Yeah.
I am 100% on board with. I don't mind all the dozens of endings. But recognizing when someone makes that complaint, I don't agree with it on Return of the King, but I think that would apply to Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah. But there is something to be said about, like, sometimes you have a scene that you really like and does really cool things, but it's repetitive for a lot of, like, it's done, like, the story is told better through other scenes instead, and you've already done that, and so you need to cut it in spite of the fact that it's something you really like and was really cool. And so that's the sort of thing that happens with stuff like Justice League, Zack Snyder's, Anyway,
I don't think I've seen the theatrical releases of Lord of the Rings in 20 years.
Yeah, I recently watched somebody who was doing a reaction. They were sharing with their friend who was seeing it for the first time. And they chose to watch the theatrical version.
Maybe the first time. That's a good choice.
The first time, they weren't really excited about it to begin with. They loved it by the end.
I would say, like, if they haven't seen it before, watch
the
first 2 theatrical cuts, but then the third movie you have to watch extended, because you don't know what happens to Sauron.
Mm-hmm. If you were to, if you already are a fantasy fan, go ahead and just go for the extended anyway. But this person was not a pre-existing fantasy fan.
That's a good.
So, like, it was go for the shorter ones. That being said, I was at work, kind of mostly listening to this. So as the end of Return of the King is going, and my friends, You Bow to No One pops up on screen, I'm sitting there at my desk, basically bawling in the middle of work. So Yeah, that was fun. Anyway,
A proper lady never reveals her age. Okay.
I have to keep my secrets.
Yeah, it's a it's
Fine, then,
beautiful
keep your
but
secrets.
molasses thick and slow movie. Yeah, you didn't want to like. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I did.
Did you like watching that arrow fly for what felt like a year?
Yeah.
That
I
did
liked
not
watching
need
Gal
to be a thing.
Gadot. but-
It's not just that the scenes like that are drawn out more than they need to be, but there's ways in which, like, one of the things I realized at about hour 3 is I'm like, we've now been 2 hours in, like, we're supposed to be in this high stakes, dangerous situation that's happening over the course of a day. And at least for me, I'm so used to movies, like, we have to kind of move through it, but then we have them going back to the Batcave and, like, hanging out over here and then hanging out over here. And it's not just that scenes are drawn out. It's that now you have like 10 different things that you're trying to do in this movie that take away from the story of the movie, the thrust of the actual movie. It just really, really messed with the flow of everything. It was anyway. That was kind of my thing to share about what we watched this week.
It is kind of crazy though that Zack Snyder can get a good performance out of Gal Gadot and no one else can.
Yeah.
Okay. Kal-El no is not. Stop it.
That wasn't honestly wasn't Zack Snyder.
Was that a reshoot for Whedon?
Yeah, that was Whedon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's rough.
And the only reason the first Wonder Woman movie was good was because Zack Snyder basically filmed the whole thing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Patty Jenkins. No, not Patty Jenkins. Is it? Yeah,
Patty Jenkins was the one that directed it. So
he filmed all of the action scenes for that movie and he wrote it and was involved with it.
Well, that's the thing is like where I think you can definitely see that 84 or whatever was garbage was she wrote it and directed it, I think, as opposed to
yeah. And he didn't help at all. Yeah.
I don't know.
That was a garbage film.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's my rant.
They didn't have Twin
today.
Flash. Yeah. It's anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't necessarily mind Ezra in that one,
versus Superman movie. I would have left it if I was by myself. And actually, the extended edition of that movie too also makes it better.
That one, the extended version does make it better. That one I agree. I don't know if I saw the regular version, but so I can't actually compare, but I think that one.
I'm done defending Zack Snyder though. Like I hated Rebel Moon Part 2 so much.
I didn't see Part 2. I was going to get around to it, but I never did. It's
probably the most common. Like one of the more common arguments was, "You're just a dumb Snyder fan." As I was complaining about Superman, and I was like, I hate his movies.
Yeah,
I'm not defending Snyder.
I like some pieces of it, but there is definitely something like. For me, I know somebody else was earlier saying that, like, all of Gunn's movies are making Snyder's movies look better. I don't know. For me, more that I've looked at some of these other Snyder movies, I'm like, it's making me hate James. Not that I've hated James Gunn's movies anyway, but like I've actually been appreciating his movies a little bit more.
When I rewatched Man of Steel, like 5 years after it came out, I liked it a lot more.
Yeah, I tried watching it somewhat recently, and
I didn't hate it.
I kind of have the opposite problem that I have with the James Gunn one, where it's like there's something about it that just doesn't quite work for me the way that they're approaching it, even though like it's from the other side, like it's too dark on the Snyder side and it's too something on the James Gunn side. Neither one of them quite hit right for me, but I think I'm more conceptually happy with the idea of a positive, happy-go-lucky, the Superman that. Gosh darn it, I'm such a jerk sometimes kind of Superman. I liked that so much better as a concept, even if the movie itself didn't really work.
Yeah,
I am sad because I can tell that what they wanted to do is they wanted to get Superman to being a happy-go-lucky in Zack Snyder stuff. They just never got the chance because he started out in Man of Steel and then BVS and then Justice League. And like after that, you could see there were some really good things that they were possibly going to be able to do with Henry Cavill as a good, happy, just stand-up citizen, Clark Kent, but they never got there.
It was really, it was a bad place to start the story for sure. Like, you don't start with the death of Superman. Like, come on. Yeah. It's one of my favorite comics, but like,
you can't start there. You have to build a
hero, and now I'm not.
Bad choice to start the story there.
that's another aspect of it. Is it's like you're coming in like you're, because this is one of the things that I think James Gunn does pretty well is bringing a team together in a movie, whereas I don't think Snyder did a good job of bringing this team together as like these separate stories that we care about into a story that we care about for them all together. Because like he did that, like Gunn did that for Guardians of the Galaxy pretty well, and even pretty well for the Suicide Squad. But this one, the way that, because it was just trying to do too much for each of the individual stories in a way that didn't serve the greater narrative for this movie, and so it was. Yeah, and because they were brand new to us, I couldn't really attach to them the way that I wanted to, even though I'd already seen their individual movies and gotten attached to them to some degree from their individual movies. But for this one,
the stuff after in the comics, the stuff after the death of Superman with like the whole bunch of Superman clones and stuff is so cool. Like,
yeah.
But you can't do that as like your second movie setting up Justice League. Like,
and when you then immediately bring him right back without any of the rest of that going on,
it's so cool. But
yeah.
I don't know. The new stuff is James Gunn is like. I was talking about this to David while we were driving for an hour over the phone. I realized today, like, because he just watched the Suicide Squad as well. And I was thinking back on that movie. I was like, I didn't hate that movie. It was fine, but it's not good for like the universe, right? The DCEU. Like, and I realized James Gunn is a bad improv partner. He sacrifices the integrity of the scene that he's in to tell a one-liner joke, which is funny. I enjoy the joke's going to be funny. Everyone's going to laugh, and then it destroys your world building.
Yeah, I don't see that as quite as sweeping of a problem, but I definitely think that I can see that being in there, and I think that's just something that happens a lot in the modern movies. Even MCU does that a lot. But
he couldn't leave. Sorry. Yeah, Rebel Moon 2. I liked the first half. I liked Rebel Moon 1, and then
worse than Rings of Power and Blood Origin, though. I saw the first Rebel Moon and was just kind of baffled by it, but I haven't seen the second one, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, you got to leave because you haven't watched anything. And let's talk.
I mean, I don't have to leave, but I might as well. So, see you guys. I won't probably be here next week. So,
has anybody watched Terminal List at all?
I watched 2 episodes of the first season. All right. Of the first season, I have not watched Dark Wolf.
All right. Well, we can't even talk about Dark Wolf anyway. I'm the only one who hasn't watched all of it yet. But the first episode of Dark Wolf is fantastic. I loved it. And then episode 2 is like, okay, I see where we're going with this. This is kind of fun. Didn't finish it and haven't watched the 3rd episode. But I really liked what I saw. Terminal List was great. Let's talk about Alien. Terminal List season 1 is fun too, except I didn't like the last episode, but it was the overall journey was fine.
I haven't watched Alien either, so I guess I might jump off. Unless you want to talk about Peacemaker, I suffered through the second episode.
You didn't heed my warnings and did you watch the orgy episode?
No, the second episode.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's not
good.
Oh,
right. Did you watch season 1?
I watched I watched like
when
half of season 1.
Okay,
I didn't really care to finish.
So episode 2, does Peacemaker get better?
Are there less wobbly hoses?
There are less.
More or less penises? Less, but still some penises.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many inches would you rank it? So less
implies that there's more dick in episode 2.
So in episode 2,
it goes back to the orgy.
It is directly after.
It goes back to the same orgy.
They're all asleep, and it shows them on the ground. It doesn't show much, and then he runs into a lady coming out of the bathroom.
It's a 20-minute orgy scene. It
right.
Spans 2 episodes.
It doesn't take place in the morning,
episode,
right?
They're all asleep. It's in the morning. They've all slept over. It's. Anyways, if you skip that scene though, there's not much else after that, and the rest of it's
there's not
good.
much else. Does it show half a penis?
It does. It shows a woman.
There's more
coming
after
out.
that scene.
No. I'm saying that scene. That scene shows a lot of naked people asleep on the ground.
And then you said after that scene, there's not much else.
Oh no, I don't think there's anything. I can't remember. I tried to. I don't. It didn't really stick with me. The episode.
The only thing
I
on his
didn't
mind
care
is
that
dick.
much.
Oh, is it just the story? Is it like I
The
wasn't
story's
impressed with the
all right.
story anyway, so.
Like there's a parallel universe where
Yeah, no, I know
everything's
that.
better. His
Yeah.
brother's alive, and then he kills himself
Yes,
by accident.
yeah.
So he's taking over. The end of the episode is just him. He like goes over to the other universe and pretends to be himself, and he contacts the girl that he's interested in.
In the
But,
other
like,
universe.
in his world, she rejected him, so he goes over to this world, finds out they used to date, so he hits her up again, says, "Hey, what's up?" And that's the end of the episode. It's
Bizarre.
It's
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
There are parts of it that are good. I'm not a huge fan of the humor. I obviously don't like the orgy and the just blatant obscenity. I skipped through
Show.
those parts, okay? I wasn't interested in the orgy.
yeah.
I'm not helping my case, but
I
I don't know what I can
just
say.
have no interest in watching it.
No,
Uh,
that's
But
definitely not.
you have
on
to,
a ruler
guys.
of 1 to 12. How many
Jake-
inches would you rate it?
How many what's?
Out of 10. How many inches out of 12 would you rate the show? That was the joke he made. Yeah, no, but remember, guys. No, James Gunn said you have to watch this. You have to watch Peacemaker if you want to know the direction that the DCU is heading.
Yeah, short shriveled into the left.
So, what a just.
Yeah.
Can you believe, like, can you imagine being one of the higher ups at DC and being like, all right, it's time to go on set and find out exactly what James Gunn is doing, and then you just walk in and it's just San Francisco and you're like, what the hell is going on?
But this is a superhero show. Hey,
He doesn't
sorry,
do
that
any
was-
superhero
that was prejudice of me. Superheroes can have orgies too. I'm sorry.
No. He hasn't done any fighting at all, except for with himself. Like that's the only sort of fight that's happened
It's a metaphor
in the show so far.
Okay. He's
So
struggling.
So it's just a filler
metaphor?
episode to get him to the other universe, really?
Pretty much. It's I guess it's driving.
The first
it's
episode
more
was
of a drama
already just
than
a
it is
bunch of
superhero
filler.
show right now.
And
It's
then a
more of a
bunch of
drama.
getting
Wow.
filled.
Oh,
So
and I did want to mention I
That was a good
can't
joke.
stand the intro.
the
The
dancing.
cringy, just awful dance number. I don't find it amusing. I
Even
get
the
it.
intro's bad? Oh, no.
Yes, the intro is just a really bad theater kid dance number, and it's just
No, there's literally a gay chick in the show. She just broke up with her girlfriend from season 1.
yeah,
So.
she's gay, and I'd forgotten that she was gay. I didn't really care.
All right.
Anyways,
Well, thanks
oh,
for the
there's one character who's very bizarre. Everybody
yes.
in the James Gunn universe is just bizarre.
yes.
He's this guy who comes in, another agent to monitor Peacemaker, and he's just okay.
Do you see his penis?
He is bird blindness. He has bird blindness.
I don't.
He cannot tell birds species. He cannot tell the difference
That's not a
between a
thing.
pigeon. It's not a thing. It is
What?
completely stupid. But
Like
it is
face blindness is the thing. That's
he
very,
is bird
very
blindness,
rare.
where he cannot tell the difference between a chicken, a hummingbird, and an a bald eagle.
So he's retarded.
He 100%. And there's at one point where he's getting attacked by the Peacemaker's guy, and he's like, I don't know where to shoot because I don't know if it's the size of a hummingbird or
No,
an
that
ostrich.
That even if
It doesn't make any sense.
No. That makes even less sense. If you I'm assuming it works like face blindness, where you see people's faces, but you just can't like piece together the features, and so you can't tell who's who. Very, very rare psychological phenomenon, but face blindness is real. Bird blindness would be, is that a chicken or an eagle? But you would still see it in front of you and know where it is and where to shoot.
What he says is, I cannot tell the size of birds.
But that's not how face blindness works. You can see the size of a face.
Alan,
you just don't know how to recognize.
It makes no sense. It's stupid. It's dumb. I'm only laughing because I can't believe it's a real thing in a show. It's not funny in the show. It's just like retarded and dumb.
Is that why stormtroopers can't shoot Jedi because they just have Jedi blindness?
Maybe.
They have Jedi blindness.
They don't know how big the Jedi is. That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
It's so dumb. It is literally, and he's a special agent that they sent in because they didn't trust the other agent. So, this is the super special agent, and he's incompetent because he doesn't know what sizes birds are.
Yeah, they didn't realize that special was an anagram.
If he saw one of the eagles from Lord of the Rings flying at him, he wouldn't be able to tell that it's not a tiny pigeon.
Is that a hummingbird? He wouldn't know. He could not tell the difference between a griffin and a hummingbird. And it's really, it's just...
That's really
everything
stupid.
wrong with modern day media, I think, is the Peacemaker show, because they go into with a special task force to like try to get, to make contact with his parallel universe portal thingy. And then they're attacked by the eagle, and it's just this... It's a clown show of the eagle destroying everybody, and these special trained soldiers can't defend against a bald eagle. And then afterwards, the eagle's like walking like he's super cool, and it's not cool. It's really
James Gunn's head so far up his own butt that his head is also in the clouds?
He just has ass blindness. He doesn't know where he's sticking his head.
I can't tell how big it is. It's a black lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk about Alien Earth. So
yeah, I'm going to head out then.
Thanks for that horrible update, Charles. I'm really, really glad I heard that today. But
as long as there's not another orgy, I guess I'll keep watching it because it's... What?
The way you said that. As long as there isn't another orgy
that came out of your mouth.
As long as there, I'll stop watching it when there is one. That's what I meant to say.
As long as there isn't a Freddie Mercury backdoor concert,
orgy me once, shame on me. But orgy me twice, shame on you.
Yep.
Orgy me once, shame on me. Orgy once.
Yes, the other way around.
Fuck on you.
All right, bye.
It's the other way around, right? Fool me once, shame on you. No.
Wait, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. I'm a vulnerable man. Why are you picking on me 3 times?
Dude, who gets the first shame?
I'm pretty sure it's you.
Oh, it's the person who tricked the individual. The second shame is the person
Fool
who
me
was
once,
tricked.
shame on you because you're a jerk. Fool me twice.
Yeah.
Shame on me because I'm an idiot. Because I got fooled by the same person. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
That's how the saying goes.
Yep. All right. See you guys.
Have a good night, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Good show.
orgy me once. That's a shame on James Gunn.
He's going to go back and watch the orgy.
orgy me twice. That's a shame on me because I'm still watching the show. Yeah, that still applies. Got it. We haven't reached Charles' limits yet. It's over 9,000 is what it is. Alien Earth.
Yeah.
It's very
I
slow.
caught up on these 2 episodes, so I did
Yeah.
watch 3, and I did watch 4 before we went live.
Mhm.
You're right. Yeah, no, 3 had basically nothing.
Yeah. Nothing happened in episode 3. It was a whole bunch of treading water.
Except for the first 10 minutes, which was Wendy somehow beating the alien.
I thought that happened in episode 2.
No, because at the end of 2,
it starts off. Yes,
the
you're
brother
right, you're right.
gets yanked out the window.
Yeah, that's the teaser, right?
Yeah, what a terrible way to open an episode.
Yeah, let's kill the alien off screen. Almost all of the violence and fighting has happened off screen in the show.
Well, that's because the budget went into
90%.
the aesthetics.
Yeah, I mean the sets look great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that fight scene was really confusing. Because I liked that they did a practical effect with the room shifting. Right, they pulled up to the Inception.
Oh yeah, they just rotated the set.
Rotating set place. That it was great, except then it didn't make sense because she somehow got thrown 30 yards away, but they were in the same room, and it just turned side, and then he was there just alone for some reason. That made no sense.
Yeah, they're in the back of a semi trailer.
Right.
She stabs her wakizashi up she got from a paper shredder
through
up
the ceiling,
through the trailer, stabbed the alien, which didn't immediately destroy the sword because this thing is apparently made out of adamantium.
Yeah.
The alien gets pissed off, bench presses the trailer, flipping it sideways,
and it gets so pissed off it decides to take its time killing the brother.
Yeah, because yet again the brother has plot armor thicker than mithril.
Yeah.
And then somehow she teleports in front of it with the hook that is behind it.
Yeah.
And manages to hook it in the tongue, which again, there's no blood because it's over him. It would kill the brother. So the plot armor just doesn't stop. And then they get through the door.
But there was no point at which you're like, oh, the brother is in danger. I'm scared for his life, right? Because that she's still there. They just had to throw her so far away that she could come in at the last minute to save him. You're like none of it was surprising. And then you're like, oh, they're gonna fight? No, okay, it's off screen, I guess.
Yeah, and then they do the fight off screen.
All the budget went into making the Sid the Sloth meme. There you go.
Oh man, yeah, dude. If whoever is their cinematographer, he graduated Photoshop 101. They love the opacity filter on these layers.
Yeah. Oh, there was another product placement thing this episode. They brought, or not product placement, but they brought up some other pop reference. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, go on.
I don't remember. I was drooling. I was so stupefied by how the first 2 episodes sell you on the concept of here's the crashed ship and we're running around with aliens underground on Earth.
and then
the entire concept of the show ends, and now it has to try and big brain us for the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And it fails on every possible concept because it just makes this multi-trillionaire, whatever the hell this kid is, in the barefoot trillionaire. They just make him seem his lack of intelligence is showing. The writer's intelligence is showing here.
That's the problem. You can't write a character smarter than the writer, and he's an idiot. He's a complete idiot. I get that arrogance is his characteristic, right? But he's the smart. He's the boy He's the boy Jesus, right? He's the savant kiddo. I can't even. What do they call him in the show? The kid wonderful, kid amazing, or something
I
like
don't.
that. Kid Cuddy.
I have no idea. At this point, I was like, you ended up shooting a Catholic school and not this dude. Like, like I'm so sick of this character.
Yeah, the one bit I liked about him in episode 2 has been massively overshadowed by just idiocy. Boy Genius, what a horrible name.
Right.
Yeah, they've turned him into a complete moron. Who, like, you know, it would be so much more interesting, like, if he was just manipulating everybody, right? Like, and you're like, he's so bad with people, like, you can't. It's stupid. Hello, I like Alien Earth. Have you finished talking about? We just barely started talking about Alien Earth.
We just barely started talking about it, and if you like it, you're not gonna like what we say.
I will say, I still don't like hate the show. I think there's something there, but there's a lot of stuff that bothers me in the show. Like, in episode 3 was super slow. Timothy Oliphant, I think, yeah, he's my favorite part about the show, and I think that the kid brains inside super powerful robots is a good concept. I think that's a very interesting concept. I don't think it's been particularly well handled yet. Because I mean, Wendy is just like a Mary Sue, you know, she's perfect, has no flaws, and is not apparently just not struggling to at all in being a child shoved into a robot supercomputer body. And they finally did show this 4 episodes in, the one girl is struggling. And I'm like, okay, finally they're doing something interesting. But I gotta say, I did like the scene in episode 3, which was the worst episode, where the 2 kids run into the black guy, the cyborg.
Oh, Murrow?
Yeah, Murrow, when they were talking to him. I thought that scene was really funny. Like it was, and interesting too. It was like, oh, it finally showed they're just kids.
The show has struggled with this so much.
Yeah.
Because Wendy, and I know Wendy's got the Wendy actress has to carry this, but she is not acting like a child. The only one who has consistently acted like a kid is the black guy. I don't remember his name. I don't think I've heard it.
I think the Indian guy is doing a pretty good job too, but the black guy is phenomenal. He's doing a really good job.
Yeah, both of them, because the guy who's playing Murrow is fine. I like him as he is right now. The black guy,
the cyborg's cool. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, yeah. The black guy, as with the mind of a kid, he's the only one who has been consistently childlike, I think. Slightly, the Indian one is now getting better, but it's still not quite there.
Yeah. Well, and he's kind of more reserved too, so he doesn't have as much room. He's shy, and now he has to deal with this, you know, conflict of interest. So like, I get his character is not supposed to be as funny as the black guy, but
yeah, and I don't.
I wish I knew their names. It's the Indian guy and the black guy.
Slightly is the Indian
Slightly,
kid.
Yes.
There's Wendy, and I don't remember the other ones. Like I unlike Rings of Power, I missed their names here. Like, there's so little to engage with. The story is just horrendous.
Yeah, and then I started getting a little interested in episode 4 too, where they're like, okay, they're going to kind of show us the science behind the, you know, the alien stages, transformation stages, right? And then, it wasn't really interesting, and it's kind of just demystifying, and they didn't do anything interesting with the science. I was like, okay, this was an opportunity to show us something new, and they didn't show us anything we haven't already seen in an Alien movie.
The further and further they explain the aliens, the more it demystifies them, and I do not like this. I've never liked this about the aliens. because
Right.
this is ultimately
They're
what
better as an enigma. But
correct.
even then, like, they didn't demystify enough. They didn't justify the purpose of the scene existing. You know, it's like, okay, well, what?
Well, you also see the other thing too is like they're trying to demystify it, but they're like dancing around the subject directly because remember because in episode
Just-
4, Boy
Yeah.
Genius leans in and he's like, technology, advanced technology just seems like magic to people, and it's like it's been magic this whole time. Like,
Yeah.
like there's no explanation to any of this. Shut up.
Well, and
She
I
can
think
just communicate with the aliens now. Like,
Yeah,
ah.
this comment is interesting too because I think that the eyeball parasite is far more interesting than the alien, at least as it's been presented in this show. Like that's a cool
Yes.
concept. I like the eyeball guy.
I agree with that because it's just sitting there and it's got the theta waves or whatever it is where it's like trying to figure out its situation. That's way more interesting than the xenomorph that instantly can kill like 30 people inside of 5 seconds, but then you end up getting, you've got the plot armor with the brother, and Wendy doesn't get damaged. Some dude like poured milk on her head off camera and then she just fell over. Sword's still fine too. Like,
this is the kind of stuff that I liked from the show so far. Like I like the concept. I think the execution is bad. And it's nested inside a show with really bad, inconsistent action and danger to the characters. Like I'm not really invested in any of the characters. I mean, I guess I like Wendy. She's fine, and I like the brother. But at no point have I ever been scared that he was going to die. It's just hard to find myself invested in the show, and I'm giving it a good shot. Like I think it's okay. I don't hate the show. Albelio hates it. But it's got problems. It's got a lot of problems.
I don't like that the show seems to be using Alien as a template to tell another story.
Yes, that's what it feels like. It's not an Alien story.
Power, Castlevania, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
It's here's a popular concept, we'll do our own story with it, and we'll move on. Because episode 4 really, like, my spider sense really went off with, well, after we transitioned you and I'm pregnant and half of us are boys and all this other crap, and I'm worried about what direction it's going to go. It hasn't gone full force into it, so maybe I'll get proven wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll admit that. I have no problem with that. Everything else thus far that is related to the alien sucks.
Yeah. The alien has been disappointing.
And they're doing so there's a character in the comics. I don't know. I maybe Bath Time knows about this if you're knowledgeable of it. There's a character called the Goddess in the comics. It's more of a concept really than anything else, but basically it's like a xenomorph human hybrid, effectively.
Oh, so you mean Alien Resurrection?
No, not like that. God, no. But but the character basically like lives among the xenomorphs and like controls them. It's like not explained at all. It's a concept from when the character in that comic got infected with a facehugger, so a chest burster was in him, and through their communications, because the aliens communicate telepathically and through noises and various other things, and the imagery of the goddess appeared in his head. So I'm worried that they're going to go in that direction with the goddess from the comics, because there are synthetics and other characters in the comics that also like become a part of the hive effectively, and it always gets really goofy because you start getting into telepathy and other things that bring the series into a really odd set. So I don't know how it's going to go.
That's actually pretty funny. The eyeball gets away at the end. it's it's not the ending to the Silence of the Lambs. It's the ending to Red Dragon, where he's like, I'm having a senator over for dinner, and he or something like that. Right?
Oh yeah. I'm having a senator for dinner.
I would like that. That'd be funny. The eyeball gets away.
I know what he's talking about. It's from Dark Horse, I think, where a scientist lived in a dying hive for months. Yeah, basically, like the guy, like there's a couple characters that get that have a chest burster in them, and then like one of them has this like telepathic like visual of what this goddess character looks like. There's no information on her. Like she never actually says or does anything. It's just flashing images from the character's perspective. But again, there are humans and synthetics that have like become part of hives in various comics, and I feel that's what they're going to end up doing with Wendy, and I do not think at all it's going to work. They've got two grand ideas, because the idea of kids in adult bodies and everything with this transhumanism crap, that's very much in like the Prometheus end of things.
Yeah.
And then you have synthetics, you have synthetics with somehow communication of, magical communication with xenomorphs, and she'll become like the stand-in for the queen. Like you have two big ideas clashing, and there's only 2 more episodes left. I don't know how you're going to pull this off. Like,
there's only 2 episodes left?
Yeah, according to Hulu, there were only 6 episodes in total, not 8.
I thought.
You want to double check that? Because
everywhere I looked, there were 8.
I only saw 6. It said that the next 2 episodes are available on the 2nd and the 9th of September.
Well, it might. Yeah. It might not have all of them queued up. Right. Because if I'm like on a streaming service, it'll say the next episode comes out, but it doesn't have the full season uploaded. It says there's 8.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, because if it's only 6 episodes, that's rough.
Yeah, no, I think you're wrong. I think they just only have the next few queued up because
okay.
Google says 8, and they have names for the episodes. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine, because what I saw was only the 2 on Hulu, and I was like, oh no,
2 episodes. We're halfway through, and I feel like one thing has happened.
Gotcha.
Wendy to be some kind of queen. They've made her into Snow White. Yeah,
well, that's what they're leaning towards. Is she like?
Yeah, it's like she's gonna become David, right? Or something like that,
That's like the biggest problem I have with all of this, because I've mentioned for anybody who's never seen any of my content, I've mentioned it before that it's
but this happens after Prometheus, right? Because this happens 4 years before Alien, but Prometheus happens.
Correct, because Prometheus is way before.
Yeah. Okay.
What all I was going to say was, I've mentioned it before, is that it's not repetition that's the problem, it's execution.
Yeah.
When the execution is terrible, it makes the repetition worse, because here, and we still have to see how the rest of this plays. I could be wrong. That last episode or 2 could be fantastic. I have no idea. But right now, with the way it's set up, you have 2 clashing ideas that do not seem to be working whatsoever. You have a Mary Sue in Wendy, who's supposed to be a kid, but is clearly not a child, but she has magical powers, and now she's communicating with the aliens because she has their information because of their communications, which is somehow something that Bishop and every other android never had in any other moment of the series, because now we have technology that's more advanced than future movies.
Since episode 1,
it's everything is so horribly inconsistent.
Yeah, I wish it would explain why. I mean, maybe it will, but it's kind of silly that she has extra powers that the other kids don't. But I kind of like this theory that, because that's the big question, right? Is she still the same person, right? It's the ship of, well, it's not really
the ship of Theseus,
but it's kind of different, right? If you replace everything except the brain, is it still the same ship?
I gotcha.
Yeah, she was looking at it kind of weird, and it didn't just feel like, oh, I'm fascinated with this new thing. So maybe that's the whole point of the show, is that she, becomes more than human and stops loving her real brother, right? Maybe, I don't know. You think she
They
kills her
haven't.
brother and loses her humanity, becomes something else? Maybe.
That's an interesting theory, I suppose, but they haven't really shown anything to do that. Like, the only one who's risking losing their humanity, as it were, is the
Pregnant
the
lady.
one who thinks that that she's pregnant,
Yeah.
but she's like clinging to it, and they left that one high and dry for now for the
I
next
like that
episode.
scene too. That was fun with the therapist. Like, oh, that's kind of terrifying.
And then you
Let me
have
push the panic
Slightly,
button real quick.
yeah, basically, and then you have Slightly, who's looking to sacrifice the brother for Murrow so he can get one of the Xenos out.
Yeah.
Wendy herself has been fighting consistently to
Yeah.
save her brother, protect
Yeah.
him, and go out of her way to prove that she is still human. So, like, they haven't really challenged Wendy. Like Wendy's humanity has not been properly challenged at this point.
Right. Yeah.
Well, so Bath, I would disagree, because her chatting with the aliens isn't her losing her humanity. She's playing with the aliens like a kid does their pet, like a turtle or a dog or something. Like she's still whimsical and childish in the way that she approaches that. Whereas,
Right. And also, even in this episode, like, her brother was the only way that Boy Genius was able to manipulate her. Right. He's like, hey, look, I'll take away your brother if you don't do what I want.
Yeah, there's leverage there.
So, like, it's still pretty consistently showing she cares about her brother.
Isaac chooses his own name, bit on the nose for a sacrificial name, which is another example of clinging to humanity. Yeah, they're all clinging to humanity, but if the concept of, can we create something greater than humans and machines in this case, is supposed to be the main theme that the show started in the first episode, because Boy Genius, over here was like, I want to talk to something that makes me feel stupid. It's like, all right, well, you're on par with Reddit mods right now.
Problem is, you're real stupid. Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. Is Hollywood has just lost all of the smart people, and so whenever they want to write smart characters, they come off as idiots.
Yeah, there's a way to, what was it? There's a way to make an incompetent character still competent and likable.
Yeah.
Like that's totally fine. She's shown to be as being apart from everyone else. The other hybrids can't chat or hear. But see,
why?
That doesn't make any sense though. Like, you're correct. Like, obviously, I'm not disagreeing that she's special, but her being special makes no sense, because if she's the first model and all of the other kids came after, not even theoretically, they should be more advanced than her, because they are newer models, but they don't have the abilities. She's able to just remotely hack into cameras, spy on her brother, and now she can communicate with them because she recorded their sounds.
Yeah, it's weird that they gave her all of her functionality, and they're surprised by the things she's able to just pull out of her butt. Like the whole touching a computer and being able to hack a remote terminal, and it's just that's so far beyond any technology that we've seen in any of the Alien movies, and it's a prequel. It bugs me. It bugs me.
Like, Alien Resurrection takes place over a century after Alien 3, and they still hadn't perfected cloning, but now we have. See, but this is another issue with all of the recent stories, Alien Earth and Romulus. The hyper focus on
she's been double transferred into alien body into what? Double transferred, like, I'm not sure. Into what?
Maybe into the robot body. Like, there's two consciences. consciousnesses.
Oh. She's got copied twice, then it would just be two of hers.
I don't know. I'm and see the other thing too is like of the other aliens, they kind of just like ignored the rest of them. Like,
yeah, well, other than the eyeball,
the eyeball is the only one.
Four distinct specimens, right? So there's the eyeball, the alien, the xenomorph, sorry, and then there's the
termite thing,
the termites that suck your blood,
the tick,
and then there was the weird thing hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, the big like
which we haven't explored at all.
Pod with a vine. I also I really don't like that we're doing this like you're an android or well the whatever synthetics they were called in this one. I forget because there's like three of them. It's like cyborg, synthetic, and then there's whatever these kids are. But they are it's like I don't like that just because the kids are these weird animatronics that none of these aliens want to harm them or would harm them. It makes no sense because like the alien queen rips Bishop in half because he's in the way.
Right.
You know, like there has never been a moment where the xenomorphs would not have faced the synthetics or anything. Actually, like they're you can look at numerous games where the synthetics are in combat with the xenomorphs all the time. As long as you pose a threat, they'll kill you.
Oh, she's been copied into other bodies, and well, but that wouldn't. I mean, that would imply a lot of time has passed, and her brother is still alive. So, I don't know. Theory holds water.
I don't know if I believe that. It depends on how long the transfer takes, and if there's any sort of degradation.
But also, the reason for it would be like, oh, she's actually 200 years old, but that wouldn't make sense if her brother's still alive, right? You're not just going to copy someone over unless there's 10 different versions of Wendy, if that's what you're saying. But like, why would they do it unless like, oh, her old body broke, so we're copying her to a new one, and that implies a whole lot of time that just hasn't happened in the show.
Yeah, if there's some sort of
there's a way that it could work.
Maybe.
It just doesn't. I don't see an explanation for it that would make a lot of sense.
And I would disagree with it's not a bad idea, I suppose, but I would disagree with it because of the priority Wendy is given. Because when she's injured and knocked unconscious, you know, Boy Genius is like, take care of her. She's got to get fixed. We got to do this. Like, we have to make her working again. You know.
Yeah.
If there were other copies, there wouldn't be this kind of concern from him. He'd be way more reserved.
Yeah, it's weird that I guess the eyeball thing tried to jump the alien in the first episode or second, whatever it was. But yeah, the aliens, like, I guess, well, the robots are probably colder than a human. Maybe they sense heat and just know that it's not a viable host. But it's weird that we haven't seen any of them, you know, try to, you know, do a chest burster on one of the androids, right?
Well, as far as much as theorized in the comics, the facehuggers need it needs to be a living host, and the living host has to have some sort of biological like nutrients. Like, it has to be living.
Have
organic.
they always nested in the lungs?
It's not the lungs. They're
just living.
No. I'm sorry. It's like it's in the chest cavity. Sometimes the embryo is outside of the lungs. Sometimes they're inside of it. A lot of the reason why people start choking, like the guy in Alien Resurrection, is because it goes down the esophagus, and it's planted inside, in his case, in the lungs. But sometimes they get out because they have to break through the chest cavity.
You didn't even like that scene in Alien Romulus where the thing was going down his throat? That was fun.
Thing down.
Where you saw the thing that comes out of the facehuggers. That it was,
yeah.
Come on, like that was a good scene. I gotta get you to say one good thing about Alien Romulus.
Well, just because of that, I won't. It was stupid.
It was so gross. I loved it. It was so like rapey, like just like I don't violative, violative, violative,
No. Violative?
violative, probably that's it. I want my aliens to be scary.
Mm-hmm.
And that was scary for me. That was nuts. It's got lots of flaws, but come on.
Romulus was shit. Thank you, Bath.
We saw the face hugger phalange. Okay, that was fun.
I also that's another thing that frustrates me. Why is Wendy feeling pain from the facehugger?
When did she get face huggered?
No, not. So when Wendy wakes back up and starts wandering into the labs and
screaming, I guess,
and Timothy or whatever his name is,
right.
who's playing the robot with the white hair?
The Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant. Thank you. When he's doing the experiment with Isaac and the other chick,
they said in this episode, they said it was because it was feeling pain. Like if you cut into something and opened it up, you would feel pain too. It's like, yeah, but not if you just, but like the if you look at an egg, any other egg, the shell isn't part of the alien. That if you crack open an egg, it doesn't hurt the chicken inside it.
Correct. But when he pulls the facehugger out and pins it to the table, he uses a cattle prod to kill it.
Oh yeah.
And the whole time it's flailing around in her ears, it's shrieking.
Right. That's what I forgot that the facehugger comes out of the egg and then the little tadpole comes out of the facehugger.
Yeah, that's the chest burst.
I forgot one of the steps of evolution. Okay.
I gotcha. How could you
I thought they
evolution?
cut into the egg and then pulled out the tadpole.
No.
I thought they took the sperm out of the egg.
No.
They took the sperm out of the face.
Yeah, because the alien makes sense. They pull it out, they kill it, and the whole time it's freaking out. Apparently that's killing, like it's causing her physical pain, and it's like how? She's an android. Like we're not androids, she's these hybrid things.
To me that scene just sounded like it was screaming so loud that the sound was hurting her, but
correct me if I'm wrong, was her hearing volume not set at that point, or did they do it prior to that, turning her back on in episode 4?
The screaming was in episode 3, and then they don't turn it back on in episode 4 when they're diagnosing the problem. They don't cut open the facehugger in episode 4. That's episode 3. That's why she faints. And
no, I got that. But in 4, when they turn her, Bath is saying they did it after. Okay, because there's when the brother comes in and talks to her, she can't hear him because the husband says, we turned off her audio.exe or whatever.
That was kind of cool.
So
the show's got cool stuff in it like that. Like but
I will say that Alien Earth conceptually has some cool ideas, but the execution has been terrible across the board.
I want to like it more than I'm liking it.
I agree.
So I want to see the kids do more interesting things. I think they're being underused, and I was kind of excited when it was going to be like just a bunch of kids running from their lives inside of a crashed spaceship, and then that's just not what the show is anymore,
Mm-hmm.
None of them were really ever in any danger except for Wendy. But yeah, you didn't like the first 2 episodes. See, I thought the first 2 episodes were a lot stronger than these last 2. But that's just me.
I'm not having someone dragging an alien around by its maw. That was too dumb.
I feel like it would have just snapped off a lot earlier, a lot sooner than that, right? Like if someone grabbed my tongue, with a vice grip and were tugging on it, it would tear out of my mouth a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like it's not like the aliens are super durable either, right?
sure,
Like
for sure.
you can crush them. Wolf, the main predator from AVPR, rip the hybrid's tongue straight out in front of him. You know,
I mean, but
like
that's always been an alien problem. The power level of the aliens fluctuates like crazy.
yeah. Yeah. And again, see, like I don't care if she's supposed to be this like super powered hybrid that can like jump off a bad green screen and land without impact or whatever. This alien was shown to have slaughtered like 30 people inside of 5 seconds, but when it comes to her and the brother,
Just doesn't.
it can't even scratch him. Well, it impales the brother in the lung, so he gets to survive that like you know, everybody does lightsabers now. Because that's apparently a thing. But like she cuts off its head. Even the sword has plot. Like her stupid her paper cutter has plot armor because she cut off the head with the xenomorph with it, and the sword is fine. Like how are we
Didn't
doing
get
this?
melted with the acid, you know? Yeah. I want the show to be better. I want to like it. I think there's potential here, but it hasn't really sold me yet.
I want to like all of these things. I don't like hating these movies and shows. I actually don't.
Yeah, no.
You
same.
know, it's like, oh, Rings
Yeah.
of Power. We're going
Wouldn't
to the
it have
Silmaril. I
been
want to see that.
great if we got a Lord of the Rings TV show that was great?
Right?
I couldn't tell you how excited I was for the Wheel of Time to get adapted. And
could you imagine if in his prime, you know, like original trilogy, Peter Jackson got a chance to visualize visualize the
paper
Ainulindale?
cutter sword was made out of platinum. It was a classroom paper slicer.
I think Bath is just saying like platinum could resist it. I sure I agree, but that doesn't mean that the paper cutter is.
I always order my
not
classroom
steel.
supplies in pure gold.
Yeah, I only take my my number 2 pencils in the finest mahogany with lead directly imported from China. The rubber is replaced with Kevlar.
Yeah. Let's see what there was something else in this episode. It was really I mean,
there's the pregnancy thing.
Right, the pregnancy thing, that was interesting. I liked the conversations in the Indian kid's head with the cyborg guy. I thought that was fun. He's trying to manipulate him and then goes and holds his grandma hostage. Although I thought there was some inconsistency. He asks for his name so that he can find. You remember that? He's like, "How can I trust you if you don't tell me your name?" And then, but because you told me your name, now I know where your grandma lives. But he already had the kid's name in episode 3. He looked it up on the computer.
I hate to be that guy, but you're telling me that the last name Singh could be very easily picked out in all of India.
That's true. Yeah, that would make it.
It's like, you know, it's like Terminator 1 where he like smashes open the door of Sarah Connor and then he blows away another girl.
We just had 4, congressmen named Singh who were caught cheating. So
yeah, and I can't tell which one's who.
Do you think it was? Oh, sorry. I was reading. I was reading to myself.
Oh.
I was reading in my head on a live stream. Did you think it was weird in Rings of Power that Waldraig was like the human, that the old man in rags, right?
Yeah, because he's the one that stabs his arm with the sword and turns it on like a car
Mordor and became canonically the 3rd most powerful entity. Yeah. And then he dies. And then he dies in season 2. He gets eaten by wolves. I think that's how he died. Right? That was Waldraig, right? Yeah,
that what happened
Sauron unties the dogs, and he gets eaten by dogs because Sauron is a
Oh
bad guy.
yeah, in the camp. You're
It
right.
was really dumb. It was so dumb. That's why he's the eye monster. He took that too literally because he's been taken over. Who? The cyborg? He was your favorite character. Oh, that show was garbage. Let's make a Lord of the Rings YA love triangle. And let's have Sauron be in love with Galadriel. Yeah.
And you will die because of
So
me.
you think he's already? You think he's already been infected? But there's more than one eyeball creature.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be interesting, but I don't think that's what happened.
But it's kind of obvious. It doesn't look like a regular eyeball, right?
Yeah, it has six eyes that fuse into one, but it is still segmented into a larger eye.
Yeah, I think it'd be.
It's
hard
evident by the sheep.
to be
the
that would be
lamb.
interesting if there's been a stealth eyeball creature because they're hyper intelligent, but
Yeah, this whole time the cyborg's just being driven by an alien, so it has its own narrative.
there's the next episode is a flashback. All right.
We're getting a
good theory.
flashback episode?
Apparently it's a flashback of Morrow episode. So I will say the best scene of the whole show was episode 1 where Morrow was just unconcerned about the aliens getting eaten. I liked that part a lot. Or the aliens eating his crewmates. I think that's I liked that scene quite a bit.
It was very robot of him.
Yeah, but he's not even a robot.
It's a flashback to the Magonaut and what happened. Yeah, see, that was one of the few things I actually really liked about the first episode is that we
So
just
it didn't
skipped
show
straight.
us, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to, right?
But-
just skip to the main story.
We got it with context clues. We know what happened, guys. They were looking at the alien and they got a thingy and then it came out and then it turned into an alien. What else do we need to know? They all died.
I don't like that because it shows that the writers have no faith in
Their
the audience to
storytelling. Yeah.
understand things, because you should leave mystery open for people to pick up the clues on the way and conclude it by the end. If you're going to show us an entire thing that just reveals if you're going to show an entire flashback episode that just reveals everything halfway through the season, you're going to just destroy any and all mystery there is now. It's like, we're going to know exactly what's going on with Morrow.
Oh, yeah. They did point out his character too much for him to, die off screen, yeah. But
yeah.
Well, we'll have to see then. It's the eye. Okay. It only goes in left socket. There has to be right side. Okay. Could be.
Yeah, maybe. How many I don't remember the first episode well enough. How many of those eye socket aliens were shown on the ship?
I don't remember. I don't really want to go back and check. Yeah, he watches them while they're sleeping. Okay.
That's another thing too.
Sure.
Because of the chest burster that we know came out of one of the people in the cryo chamber, there has to be more than one alien. So the one Xeno that died and is in Prodigy's lab right now, there's got to be more running around New Siam right now.
Why? I thought the one that Wendy killed was the one that came from the chest burster.
I thought there were more than one victim. Am I wrong?
Are you gonna make me go back and watch?
Only if you want to do it to yourself. You don't have to.
I don't remember there being more than one alien.
Yeah,
but
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I could have sworn there was more than one victim to
the
chest
more than one
bursters.
chest burster victim, maybe. Let me see. What? Sorry, it's pop up.
We see a mini Alien remake, and they flush it out of the airlock before we get an Alien 3 remake when someone gets infected in the sleeping chamber. And then Morrow gets eyed. Well, there's at least a queen since there is eggs.
Well, but they could have picked up the eggs from the planet they got it from.
Yeah, not if the ovomorph were picked up and separate and like contained separately.
Right. It was pretty clear that they were transporting the eggs, not transporting a queen who broke out and laid eggs in the ship. They had containers for the eggs. So, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not hating the show, but I'm not loving it. 4 more episodes to go. So we have 4 more weeks of Alien Earth and Terminalist Dark Wolf. They both end on the same week. And then it looks like we'll have a 1-week break, and then House of David season 2, baby. And then November is the real pièce de résistance. We're getting Pluribus.
What is Pluribus?
It's Vince, not Vince Vaughn. Vince Gilligan. It's his new TV show. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
Oh, okay.
I'm so hyped.
Cool.
He's fantastic. I'll watch anything he comes up with. Probably my favorite TV showrunner of all time. So
I haven't seen it, but apparently Nobody 2 came out.
I've heard it was okay, not as good as the first one.
Gotcha.
Ridley Scott hates the Queen. The reveal of alien stuff is all about how much he hates James Cameron.
Yeah, Scott does not like what Cameron did with the aliens, because I think I mentioned it last time I was on, the way the ovomorph is formed in the deleted scene of the original movie.
Yeah, it was like a human that got like wrapped in a cocoon and was going to turn into an egg or something.
Yeah. So they chemically like break down a human and use it as material
Fuel.
to create the ovomorph. So it's
The
way
ovomorph is the egg. Is that
correct? That's the actual like name for it canonically.
Right. Yeah, I like that too, because then it's like a circle, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the ovomorph is actually, I think, scarier in a way because you're being broken, you're being digested into an egg, and you're alive the whole time. And Scott has never liked anything past that point because he didn't like the idea of these big badass Lovecraftian creatures being turned into bugs effectively. And so with Prometheus and everything, he wanted to not only reintroduce the idea of the Lovecraftian horror that he originally did, he also wanted to do the big concept stuff with the Titan Prometheus and everything else, but he got so lost in that he forgot to make the rest of the movie good. So,
tell you, I like Prometheus, man. I don't know why. It just worked for me.
I gotcha.
I just thought, I liked the stuff that he got caught up in. You know, I just liked it. Was just so different, and it was just fun. It was more world building than movie, but I was having so much fun with the world building.
Yeah, there's so much.
Definitely got flaws. I fully admit Prometheus has got flaws.
There's so much more in that universe that can be explored because of the games and the comics and all kinds of other stuff, and they just never grew past it. They keep sticking to simple, basic aliens, and well, like I pointed out in the Romulus review, it's like the gorilla alien, the bull alien, scorpion alien. Like there's so many that can be encountered in special ways, and they haven't done anything.
Yeah. Okay. He wanted to do Paradise Lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
But man, Alien Covenant way worse than Prometheus. Agreed. It took the most interesting things from Prometheus and decided to just ignore them.
Yeah. Which is so funny that he ended up folding almost and just doing what Cameron did, but in his own way. It's really funny. About his epics because he doesn't give a shit about what. That's one of my biggest problems with Scott. It's like I love Kingdom of Heaven. It's such a good movie.
I still haven't seen it.
It's so inaccurate. It does the Christians dirty, and I hate it for that.
I need to watch Kingdom of Heaven.
Good movie. Good movie.
I know it's a good movie, and I haven't watched it. So, all right. Well, I think that's it for this week. It's been a pleasure, Albelio. We didn't fight.
No, we decided to snuggle tonight.
Yeah, it was cuddly. It was cozy. Don't worry. Next week, I'm gonna come back with just the worst take possible. So we have to fight.
Not in front of the kids.
I've already convinced it. I'm gonna love episode 5. And we're gonna.
I'm curious what they're going to show on happen on the
ship. We did our fights back. All right.
We need to find something. What did you think of Primitive War?
Primitive War. That's the I haven't seen it. That's the Vietnam with dinosaurs.
Yes.
Haven't seen it.
Okay,
I've heard it's great.
Let's fight.
You have seen it and I haven't seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it was a limited release. I don't know if it's going to be out in your area or not.
Is it good?
Fun concept. It's got a lot of flaws. It's not terrible. I know I'm way more critical. I think especially someone like yourself is going to enjoy it a lot more than I would.
I'd have to go up to Salt Lake to watch it, man. That's gross.
Oof. It's I think it's fair to say, like, when it comes to most people, they're going to enjoy the movie a lot.
I don't hate his Robin Hood movie either.
I haven't seen it.
It's not terrible. It's the Russell Crowe, right? Is that it? Is that? Yeah.
I believe so.
Ridley Scott Robin Hood. Yeah.
No, it's not retarded stupid like the Meg, Beth. It's they actually make a serious movie out of it, and it's for what it is for me, it's like a 6. It's like a 5, 6. As I said, it's a decent cheeseburger. That's what it is. Primitive War is not it's far from the worst thing you could watch this year.
Did you watch that other dinosaur movie with Kylo Ren in it?
65? Yeah, I watched it. 65 sucked.
Yeah. I wanted to like it. It's just kind of like, I was like, this is an interesting concept, and then it just kind of never really did anything good with it. I thought it could have been a great movie, but
it could have. There were some strong elements, but they didn't expand upon it enough. Oh, you like?
Oh, I haven't seen
deliberately stupid things.
I haven't seen Mega Shark. No,
Mega Shark versus Octopus.
No, it's Megalodon. I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, the Meg.
The Meg. That's what it is. The Meg 2.
I don't know if you've seen it, Bath, but if you like movies that are stupid on purpose, you might like this stupid idea. There's a movie called Grabbers. I don't know if you've heard of this, Max. So aliens crash down in Ireland, and they start killing people, but the aliens are deathly allergic to alcohol.
So you got
Irish.
So the main characters have to stay drunk the whole time.
Yeah, they get hammered and they're fighting the aliens.
That sounds fun.
It's funny. Yeah. Oh, you've seen it? Okay.
That sounds like a fun. That's 2012. That's pretty recent.
Yeah, it's
10
from
years,
a little bit ago, but it was fun.
That's a great concept.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good, clever, like stupid concept like that. Right? It can be so much fun. All right. Well, Next week we'll have more Alien Earth and more. We can't possibly have less Terminalist Dark Wolf than we had this week, which was like 5 seconds because no one watched it except for me. We'll have more of that. I guess Foundation is still happening. I haven't watched like the last 4 episodes because it was dumb.
I think the question is, will you guys experience more or less dick with Peacemaker?
Less because I'm not watching it.
Charles.
I liked 28 Years Later. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I haven't seen it. I need to make time.
I thought it was great. I can't wait for part 2.
Oh yeah, you said it ended on a continuation, right? Like
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of it's not really like a cliffhanger. It's kind of like a stinger. Like, hey, this is what we're doing next. And it's like, that's
gotcha.
really weird, but I get it. Yeah. Non-Brits. Yeah, no, I had to look it up for sure. Jimmy Seville. Never heard of him. But I had heard that people were confused by the ending before I saw the movie. So like it wasn't as shocking to me that like, oh, this is. But so I knew that it's a reference to some very popular British guy, and so Americans were confused, right?
Why does Jimmy Seville sound familiar?
Because he was pretty famous. So, a character shows up who's dressed like him. So if you're prolific enough that like your look is recognizable, like you gotta be a pretty famous guy. It kind of sounds like he was. I don't think he was gay, right? But like almost as like a household, like, oh, everyone knows who this guy is as like that dancer. Oh, I just forgot. It's a horrible point because I can't remember the name of him. The jazzercise guy, the super flaming homosexual jazzercise guy.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons. Like if you know when someone's dressed up like Richard Simmons, like
yeah, I gotcha. One of the worst people ever.
Oh, he was a pedophile?
Yeah, I was just like, I wonder what Jimmy Seville is. And as soon as I cracked open the Wikipedia just like get a brief thing, it's like sexual abuse by Seville. It's like I can't. Why?
I wasn't reading the comments.
Watch Jimmy Seville, he was famous British horror story on Netflix.
But he was famous before he was a monster. Right?
I guess.
So he was a big celebrity. I wasn't trying to imply that Richard Simmons was a pedophile.
Oh,
Richard
yeah,
Simmons
no,
was hilarious. But so was Bill Cosby.
That's funny. That's okay.
Yeah, incredibly famous, then did bad stuff. Got it. Character shows up at the end of the movie dressed like him in just a ridiculous outfit, and everyone called it like the Power Rangers because it felt out of place for the rest of the movie, but I thought it worked.
Oh,
they're in like jumpsuits like this. They just pop in at the end of the movie and fight some zombies. And
what is that?
You're
hair?
Like, it's kind of a crazy tonal shift, but like I don't know, it worked for me. And It's probably because I knew that there was something weird, like a an after credit stinger, even though it happens before the credits. So it just didn't bother me that much. I was like, oh, this is fine. It didn't. Yeah, they're they're shouting his catchphrases, and they are fighting like Power Rangers. Like it's because it's like a group of kids that grew up in this apocalypse, and I guess the only thing they had to watch were episodes of the Power Rangers, and so they just think that they're adults now, and they think that the zombie apocalypse is like a game to them.
Oh,
which is kind of really interesting,
Yeah, because they wouldn't if they don't have a grasp or understanding of the world around them.
Yeah. I think that's a really cool way to take the story. It was a little bit removed from like the bulk of the film, but it tells you that like the film ends, and then keeps going and has a little stinger for the next movie.
Huh. Okay.
I really liked 28 Years Later. I thought it was fantastic. So
I haven't seen the other two in so long. I'd have to sit down and rewatch them before I watch 28 Years Later.
yeah, maybe they didn't know he was a pedophile yet. Okay,
Maybe.
I don't know if you'd like it. You're such a negative Nancy. It's a lot of people called it the movie a bait and switch too, which is to some extent true, but I don't think it was like a dishonest bait and switch. Like there's a switch halfway through the movie, but I think it's a really good idea. You know?
Oh, okay.
It's like, wow, okay, this is a really interesting direction to take the story. But it makes sense. Like I understand why it's happening. It doesn't pull me out of the story because you're taking this this left turn.
Okay.
And a lot of people didn't like it because the first part of the story is like a more traditional story, right? And I would have liked the movie if the whole movie was just the first third as well. It would have been really fun to just see more of that. But it was a really cool switch. It's a cool switch up.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. Like I said, I gotta sit down and watch the other two first before I get around to watching this one.
It's the very last part. No, sorry. It's very Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 in the same film, if you get me. I haven't played any of them, but
that does not fill me with hope at all. Not that I think Last of Us 1 is, anywhere near as good as people think it is. It's not. I'm not saying it's terrible.
I don't know if
but
that's
nobody likes Part 2.
I don't know if that's a fair comparison. But we'll see. Okay. 2 different types of escort missions. Okay. That's what you're looking for. Yeah. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. It's not kind of, maybe, but not like in the bad way. Anyway, all right. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah, it's been a fun show. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, as usual.
Dresden 9. There you go. I'm reading Isles of the Emberdark, and it's fine, I guess. It's tough. I think if I read this before Wind and Truth, I would have liked it a lot more. But now I'm just like so disinvested in the Cosmere that I'm having a hard time getting excited about. It was objectively some really cool stuff with the Cosmere science that I'm just like, I don't know if I care about this anymore. So it's sad. Yeah, GG. See you guys next week. It's been super fun. Anything else to plug other than your own channel? Just
my own channel, Albelio. If anyone wants to see the Alien Romulus review from a while ago, just to get my idea on Alien, be my guest. Otherwise, Primitive War, Fantastic
Four.
Four.
Recommend watching us argue about Alien Romulus.
Yeah, you can also find that episode.
All right, we'll see you next week. It's been a blast. Bye.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
And now it is time to say goodbye.
We had a great conversation.
It's been fun. But all good things must come to an end, and the goodest ending I can think of is...
Right now, this moment, this night.
So I guess we just say goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
But come back next week for more outrageous bloopers.
This is the end.
Well, there's only one thing left to do.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
to the channel and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.